First of all of you guys have joined. Are you maintaining a tracker in the group? PMP application status, applied, approved, like that. Are you guys maintaining a tracker? Your own names, are you making changes? Everyone? Did I tell in this batch? I'm doubtful. That's why I'm asking.
I think no.
No?
No.
Vishak, I
The
have,
WhatsApp. What is it? I have?
yeah, I have scheduled the exam on November 15th.
November 15th. It is almost 1.5 months from now. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So this is what I was referring to, guys. I'm really shocked I didn't share this kind of format. Okay, can you check the chat, everyone? So in the chat, this one, application status, applied, approved, chosen for audit, schedule exam on XX. Like that, what you should do, no? Let's say here, Pankaj told, schedule exam for 14th October. So what you should do, no, Pankaj? Copy this entire message and only the first three, PMP application status to this much, okay? You should copy and then you should keep adding your names. One, Pankaj, scheduled on 14th, okay? Who else is it is just applied but awaiting feedback like that? Is there anyone here? Applied and awaiting feedback. No one?
I just applied yesterday.
Krishna. Okay, so what you should do? Second name, you should put Krishna applied like that. Are you getting, guys? Everyone, what you should do? Different status of viewers, you should keep adding 1, 2, 3. Not here, in the official group of Staragen. Is that clear? Please do that. Okay, then only there will be visibility. See, this will give an idea, okay, who is giving first, who are all the lazy fellows whose name is not even here. If you haven't done anything, there is no point in adding your name to this list. Are you getting? Because if your name is coming here, that means you have applied at least. Correct, no? So that's it. Can you please do that, guys? At least 2, 3 people. Can you take the lead of it? Copy it and put it in the WhatsApp. Okay?
So
Shall we proceed? Yeah.
They didn't add me in that official Staragen group for that exam prep one. So what should I do?
What is that? Admin.
They have created a separate group for that exam prep, right? They have not added me in that group. So
no one will add you. You will get an email, guys. Everyone, please listen. You will get an email with the WhatsApp link. Check with your point of contact, okay? Correct, no, guys? You'll get an email, right?
That's correct, Vishak. Yeah, there is a email link. We have to just click on that and the WhatsApp. You will be added to it.
Then how did you join this session, Sajil?
No, I got this one link for that this one Zoom, but I haven't got it. Maybe I need to recheck that one.
No, from where you got the link for the Zoom?
Through mail only.
In the same mail it is there. Check.
Yeah, it's there.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, now guys, let's get into the exam prep session. Okay, so anyone new, guys? See, some people you are with me, correct? No, last week. Not some people. Almost everyone is with me since the last week. Is there anyone who has been added only for this batch? Come on, speak up. There are some people. Sometimes the Staragen will do like that. For only for exam prep, is there anyone? No one? Okay. So let's get into the session, guys. Okay, so do you guys have any specific question? You guys understood the purpose of exam prep? If you guys have done your homework properly in the last 1 week, obviously you will have questions. If you have questions, please, if you have the screenshot of it, share it in the chat. I will open it and we will discuss. See, not here, guys, Rahul, Ankit, not here you have to do. You have to do in the WhatsApp group. Everyone clear? The tracker, number 1, 2, 3, the names you have to delete. Nikita Singh, Sanath, like that, the names are there, that you have to delete and add these names. Okay. Yeah. Do you guys have any question, guys? Come on, tell me quickly. Don't take too much time. Tejas.
Yes, Vishal. So one thing which was with respect to what we have heard in the group is PMI study hall. So what is this? If you can just guide us. And second question is with respect to the 10 minutes break. So if you can just give us any tips with respect to how to best utilize these 10 minutes break as well.
Again, it is subjective, see, Tejas. The questions you are asking is highly subjective. What you feel good, we don't know. You only have to think. Some people will tell they eat chocolate. Some people will tell they just go to washroom and drink water. Okay. Some people, nothing. Okay. They will just stay in the seat, okay, and meditate. Okay. We don't know what works for you. Okay. But try to do something which is not related to exam. Okay. Don't go and check your notes, Andon. Definitely, I can tell don't do. But other than that, what you should do, I'm not sure.
Okay, and the first question was with respect to PMI study hall. So what exactly is this?
Study hall, check. No, it's a quiz session. I told that also, right? So it's a simulated quiz. Okay, you didn't search in the internet. This is last week I told, no? PMI study hall. Search it. Okay. Let's say they're providing some quizzes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you have to pay some amount. Okay. So check it. If you find it suitable, join. Okay, that's it. But not needed. Why students not needed? Because if you are part of the daily PMP, mission PMP group, that is enough. Because in that only the study hall questions are getting circulated. Okay. So you don't have to worry. Okay. What else? Anything else? Do you have any questions, guys? I mean, the mock quizzes, sheet videos, which you didn't understand the mindset which I applied. Come on, guys, don't wait for me to share questions. I can share questions, but I want to use first 1 hour at least for your questions. Anyone?
So, there was one question. See, the project manager takes his entire team for after a successful completion of a project. The project manager takes entire team for say for example, dinner out. Okay. So basically, what kind of manager he is? The answer was basically he is providing food and shelter, water and food, something like that. It was. Answer was that.
No.
So we were saying
No.
he was encouraging the team, motivation was option was like that, and one correct answer was he was.
Do you have the question? It is difficult. If you tell like this, I will not understand. Others will also not understand. Okay. So what is that? Are you having doubt in that question?
Yeah. So why should basically he's a kind of manager who motivates his team. That should be the answer, something like that. But the answer, correct answer was
what is the source of this question?
So I think you studied somewhere. Maybe your question only. Let me check. So I will post.
It's in the group question only.
Do you have any questions from the mock quizzes first? See that group PMI study hall questions. Don't be very, one questions like that. Don't be okay. If you didn't follow much, you can skip it. From a mock quizzes and sheet videos, do you have any questions, anyone? Anyone else? Who's the first person who's good? Yeah, Manisha.
The drive link that you shared with all the links to the YouTube videos and other stuff, there are some question at the bottom which came in the PMP exam. So there was one question related to
One minute. That also, I'm not sure of it. Okay. So I'll clarify what is in scope, what is out scope very clearly. In scope is anything which I've given from the mock quizzes and the sheet videos. That's it. Out scope is for our discussion today. It is a recently asked questions for PMP. Are you referring to that session? That we will not discuss now here. The reason is I'm not sure of the authenticity of those questions. Then why am I putting it there? It came from some of the students who passed PMP through me. Okay. Maybe they would have missed something. They would have, okay. It is like this. Okay. So then the chances that such a question will come again are very, very less. So you're referring to this session, no?
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, WS. Yeah, that's
no,
right.
1 minute. In that session, not only that, there will be 20 other topics which we didn't discuss in the session.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
So my point is, don't worry about it. Okay. In case you didn't understand, do some internet research or ignore it. Okay. There are people without this session also, they are passing it. Are you getting? I believe in Pareto. Let's focus on the 80%. Okay. Not on this remaining. The chances that such a question will come repeat, that doesn't mean you can relax. Are you getting it? Manisha, you have to go through it.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it is just an additional, icing in the cake. What if you get some 2-3 straightforward questions right from the session? It will be easy, for you. That's right.
Okay.
So shall we continue now? There is a question shared by Arpit. See, there is a problem, Arpit. That also, there are a lot of markings of mine. It's okay. I'll share it. But next time when you share, try to avoid the markings. Clear?
Sorry, Vishal.
No problem. Let's discuss this question, guys. This is a question shared by Arpit. Can you guys see on the screen? Everyone? Guys, this status you are not supposed to put here. You are supposed to put in the group. Everyone understood, no? Can one of you confirm it is done in the WhatsApp group?
I think in the WhatsApp group we cannot type any messages, only admin. This is what I
Vishal,
can see.
Guys, the
WhatsApp
other
group,
words,
we can only only the admins can post
Yeah.
the official one.
which WhatsApp group, which is started for the last 4 weeks.
Okay. Because there is a new group for the prep session.
I mean,
We
there
were
is a
thinking on
WhatsApp
that.
group, no, of Star Agile.
Yeah.
That only I'm referring to. See,
Okay.
what do you have, you be using, guys. Okay, what you don't have, don't worry.
No,
Solution
no,
lies
no.
within us. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Vishak. The thing is, yesterday in that mail, they have even shared one of the groups. We thought that is a
That
group.
is, yeah. That is said yesterday only, no? Yeah. Sure. Everyone, guys, start. Check the chat and respond quick. I mean, check the screen and respond quickly, okay?
Why I got confused here? Because um,
One minute. Okay. Shall we discuss, guys, everyone? So I know this is a confusing question, okay, Arpit. A lot of people would have chosen wrongly. Because, anyway, shall we discuss? So you are the project manager for a construction project to build a commercial office complex. Okay, so it's a construction project. The client has requested changes to the design of the lobby area. Okay, you know lobby area in a big shopping mall or in a residential complex or in an office space, the front office. Okay, the client has requested changes to the design, which will impact the project's timeline and budget. What should be your next step to address this change request? Okay, guys. Now I know, my dear students, just like Arpit told, every one of you guys would have thought B is the correct answer. Correct, no?
yes.
But what I want to tell is the purpose of this question, please understand, this is being tested in PMP. Okay, listen carefully. Don't read the question now. The purpose of this question, I've told in my video explanation also, Arpit, very clearly. It is to check the willingness of the project manager to change the life cycle in the middle of the project. What is the purpose? The willingness of the project manager to change the life cycle in the middle of the project. See, the project was initially throughout till the moment it was predictive. Correct? But are you ready to change the project little bit or a complete project to agile? That is the purpose of this question. So, my dear friends, everyone listen. If the option A was not there, I repeat again, if this option A was not there, then we could have gone ahead with B. Okay, what is B? That is correct. Pakka. That's the correct answer. What is B? Submit a change request to assess the impact on the project scope, timeline, and budget. Okay, but now it is wrong. You know why? Because proceed with the lobby redesign in an agile manner, adapting the project schedule and budget as necessary using a time and material contract. That means, please listen, guys. I don't want to spend too much time on this question. This is a controversial question which Arpit have picked up. You be ready to unlearn and learn. That's it. Okay. If the whole project is predictive, if little bit of confusion is there in a bit of the project, are you getting that creative diagram what I'm drawing? If little bit of confusion is there in the bit of in a bit of the project, then let that portion, let it take in an agile way. Let us take in an agile way. The remaining portion will continue to be in a predictive manner. Okay.
Where is the
For this
hint, Vishal, that says
Where is-
that we need to go for the agile mindset in the productive project?
where is
How
that?
we can get into that kind of questions that we need to change a mindset
Because
from productive to
that
agile.
is recently being asked. That's it. It's recently they're checking that also. I've noticed it. That's it. Okay. So if you remember in the first project lifecycle slide, okay, Arpit, there are multiple possibilities. Either it is purely predictive or purely agile, or check the slides. Okay, whole big project is predictive, little portion is agile. Like that, there are some slides. It's not needed, but since you asked about it, I can tell. Okay. Now, one more example. I think I told in the video also. Imagine there is an agricultural farmer. He's working on farming for field A, B, C, D. Now, these are belonging to 4 different house, farm owners. Okay. Only for the region B, there is some legal issue. What is that I'm telling, guys? Only for the region B, there is a legal issue. So what should the project manager do? The farmer should do? Continue with A, C, D in a predictive manner. Only for B, let us use a agile approach. That's it, guys. The same is applicable for 4 countries launch also. Imagine we are launching it in India, US, China, and Australia. Only in US, there is a new regulation which may affect our project. So what we should do? Let the project continue as per the plan in India, China, and Australia. Only for US, let us choose an agile approach. Are you clear, everyone? As per the plan, that is very, very important. Okay, any questions? Come on.
In the question, it has asked next step, right? That means it is baby steps. So as per that, the first step would be to submit the change request, no? In order to assess, and then we can shift the from predictive to agile for that particular region.
A was not there, then it is B. But since A is there, this is the answer. That's why I explained right from that. B is the correct answer. But because of A and the situation, this is what. See, proceed with low B redesign means they would obviously go through a approval for that. Okay, Ekta. Like proceed, like that when they tell, they will obviously go through that approval process. Clear?
But
Anyone
Vishak,
else?
when these kind of questions come in, then how we'll decide if it should
That's
be
why we are
because
here.
there are
No, that's why I'm
so
there.
many
No, so
mindsets.
nothing, guys. Okay, see, Manisha, PMP is not an easy exam. Out of 10, 6 people only are passing outside, not my students. Okay, it is a very tough exam. That is why we are here for the exam prep, and the collection of mindset will only boost your confidence. Don't worry about the outliers. Okay, this is because Arpit brought this question. My point is, if you get stressed on this, and just like Manisha, you brought the recently asked questions, if you focus on those things, then your big picture will get missed. This I told you, good, thank God that I came to know across it. Like that, let's move on. That's it. This will, because of this question going wrong, you will not fail in the exam. There are a lot of other reasons because of which you may fail. Let's focus on that. Okay. Are you clear?
Vishak,
There is
can
no
I add,
boundary which.
sorry, Vishak. So can I add some input over here? So
Yeah.
if they want to reconstruct the full lobby means we can go for B, but they are doing only the design changes. So we have to go in a agile manner. So it will be very easy.
Very good. That's it. It's just a design. Let's say some wallpaper is there. They want a different wallpaper. Something like that. Are you getting it?
Oh, so here the keyword is not the lobby area. It's a design is a keyword. That's what my understanding.
Yeah.
Vishak, from this question, I have a different understanding because reading at the question, two things I could make out. One is that it is confirmed that this will have an impact on the project's timeline and the budget. Two things they are mentioning on the question. So when I look at the answer, initially I thought of B as well, but looking at the answer from the B, it is more about assessing the impact on the project scope, timeline, and budget. So what I inferred from that is that since it is more to do with the timeline and the budget, so I had chosen A over B.
Yeah, good. Anyway, it shows the correct answer, no? Can we proceed, guys? Who's next having any questions? Come on, quick. Don't waste time, guys.
Yes, I'm posting the question.
Yeah. Post it quickly.
Vishak, just a small question here. Like, I just don't want to change the context of this question, but out of curiosity, can we just assess this question based on the criticality of the situation? Like, if at all, if the question is not about change in design of lobby area and some other area which is very critical, can we just directly go and change the method of predictive to agile and proceed?
You cannot. But they didn't ask, no. That is what.
Yeah.
Stick to the situation. Okay, yeah. Correct. You are correct, but they didn't ask like that. Okay, they have asked only on the design. Okay.
Yeah.
So can you move for the next? Who is that? I'll pick up a question shared by Praveen. What is the source of this question?
Actually, it's one of the questions from the video, but couldn't take the screenshot, so I type it and then
We discussed this in the last call. We already discussed this one in the last call.
Which one? Praveen's question.
Praveen's question, yes.
Yeah, we discussed it, Praveen. We discussed it elaborately in the last session.
But my query was actually you said the correct answer is C. We have to discuss with the stakeholder.
Yeah.
But the point here is like the question is asking successful implementation of the
I'll
technology.
do one thing. Do you remember we discussed this last, Praveen? Because we already spent some 15 minutes on this question. Okay. Because if I start again, you listen to the explanation. Tomorrow you come. Okay. Last day we discussed. Plus, it is the video explanation is also there because it's a beautiful question, but we have spent some time on it. Others, do you remember what is the correct answer for this question?
C.
It is C. Tell why C is the correct answer. See, Praveen, you check the explanation. Okay. Do you remember or have you forgotten that we discussed this? Praveen.
Yeah, I remembered, but somehow like I was not convinced with the explanation. So that's why, because that successful implementation word is there in the question.
But we need people's buy-in. That's what we concluded. No, people's buy-in. Unless something I'm doing, if Praveen is not liking, what is the point in I doing? I'm telling I've got this technology, that technology, and all. It's not going to help. People, Simon Sinek golden circle, start from the why. Why should we entertain this project, Vishak? Like that they will ask. Okay. Listen to the explanation one more time because now if I eliminate everything, no, it won't work. Okay, that is why. And we'll discuss it tomorrow. Okay, Praveen. Anything else? Clear? Now, which option you are believing, Praveen? Quickly, let's close it. I feel sad when I stop like this. Which option you feel correct?
For me, like I was like considering B as the correct option.
B.
First, we should check whether the technology will work in that particular area.
No. That is not. That is already done. Okay. You see why I'm telling that is wrong. Do you remember? Did you listen to my explanation? Why that is wrong? Tell me.
I know.
Why that is wrong, Praveen? I've told.
So you're spending more with the other manager.
You're not sure, no, Praveen. So check the explanation. Okay. Why I told it wrong. Okay. So shall we continue? Which is the next question?
I have posted one.
So, Ekta, okay.
Yeah.
So this is how many questions we discussed today so far, including the question on the screen by Ekta. How many questions? 3 questions.
Three.
There is the third one. Yes, sure.
The third. Okay. Once we reach not 10, the previous question you counted. C as the correct answer. Whomsoever have got it. Okay. So once you reach 10, let me know. Okay.
In 2023, if you are not using AI for
Chandu. What are you doing, Chandu?
Stakeholders, see. This is
Can you start? So in this question, what are the options, guys, which is coming in front of you? We will B, C, D, everything is there. Okay. Shall we discuss? Please be patient. Okay. In case your answer is wrong, don't worry. Okay. So a project manager conducted an analysis with relevant stakeholders to validate project alignment with organization strategy and expected business value. Okay. So that means some early meeting, correct? No. So in which meeting we discuss whether the project is aligned with the org strategy? Do we check it early or we check it very late?
Early.
We check it very early.
Initiation.
Early. Now, even before initiation, I would say, okay. Now, several key stakeholders missed the analysis session and their input was not included in the analysis. Let's say that right now there are 60 people. Okay. Now, 20 people, their inputs was not considered because they were not present. What is the main consequence of the stakeholders missing the analysis session? Okay. what will happen? Some people missed it. So what will happen? Their inputs will not be taken.
Gotcha.
Very, very common sense, correct? So what is the correct answer?
D.
D, my dear friends. Inconsistent input on benefits from key stakeholders. What is the purpose of the meeting? Regarding organization strategy and expected business value. What is the other keyword for that? Benefits.
Benefits.
Okay. So their inputs won't be considered when you draft the benefits. Okay. Now, some of you guys have told C. See, C may or may not arise. We are not sure. Conflict in subsequent phases of the project. We are not sure. Stakeholder dissatisfaction. That is also. We are not sure. Formal approval of the project change request is delayed. We are not sure of all those. But this is pakka we are sure because 20 people's input is not considered. Are you clear? Any questions, anyone? Hello? Can I clear the screen? Move to the next question.
Yes,
Ekta,
please.
you only asked this question, no?
Yes,
Good.
yes.
Clear.
Okay.
So next, what is that we should choose? Ekta is over.
I have
Now,
got one question, Vishak.
Hardik, what is the source of that?
It's a mock quiz too.
Mock quiz.
Yes, yes.
Which mock quiz?
In the LMS, I got
No,
that.
no,
from the
LMS not supposed to check. I told no.
Okay.
Let us not discuss that also. I've told you. Have you finished everything which I have shared? 5, 6 mock quizzes and the 180 questions quiz?
In progress, in progress.
Don't do. Okay, if you fail, no, I will not be responsible. I'm telling you very clearly, guys, stick to the contents what I've given, including the Star Agile contents I've told, no need to check. Do you remember? Because there are some outdated questions. Okay, so why take risk? Okay, I'm there in front of you guys as a, responsible person. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, with great power only comes great responsibility. Okay, so shall we continue? 29. Okay. Use your time well, okay, Hardik. See, I have got my videos. There are a lot of videos. Ace and Crack are not the thing. Apart from that, there are other videos. Okay, and then the mock quizzes. Invest time on that. Okay. If it fails, no, then let me know. Okay, that's what I would confidently tell. This question shared by Clement. Okay. Can you discuss? So Raj, okay. What is your options, guys? I think you guys are confused between D and D. No, only D. Except Ashoka, you have chosen B. What is this, Ashoka? Okay. Last minute you have disappointed. Okay. Everyone have chosen D. So what is it? Raj is a project manager. It's a construction company. Okay. See, the purpose of this question, you know what is, guys? I've intentionally used a lot of unwanted keywords. Are you able to understand? I could have easily refined this question, but intentionally, this questions I only created. Okay. I have introduced unwanted questions, unwanted terminologies and all in the question. Why? Because the same phenomenon you will notice in the actual PMP also. Is that clear? So at that point of time, I don't want you to get confused or distracted. That is why. Okay. So shall we start? Raj is a project magician. See, weird language. At Quirky construction company called Chuckling Constructions. His project involves a mix of local wizards and those who teleport in virtually. That means, what does that mean? Local people as well as people from remote. Okay, to manage conflicts and scheduling priorities among his magical team members, Raj decides to host a mystic video conferencing call. Which of the following enchanting techniques does Raj employ in this mystical scenario? Okay, so I'm sure, guys, some of you guys wouldn't have understood the question even. It's fine, but let's look at the options. Okay, Raj cast a compelling spell, imposing his decision. Do you know which conflict management technique is it? That keyword is not there. It is
Forcing.
Forcing.
Very correct. Force / Come on, guys. This is the exam prep session. You should be confident. Force / direct. Okay. Now, Raj performs a smoothing enchantment. What is it? To ease tensions. What is the keyword?
Smoothing and
Sorry, what is that?
smoothing is the one word. Then trying to correct.
So, what is that conflict management technique I was asking? Guys, unmute and tell.
Smoothing.
Smooth /
Accommodate.
Okay. What about C? Raj mysteriously avoids the conflict altogether. That is what is avoidance. Correct. Now, what about D? Invokes the collaborative technique, forcing a collaboration /
Problem solving.
problem solving. That's it, my dear friends. This is what I've told you. Which is the best conflict management technique, Ashok? It is
Collaborative.
collaboration then problem solving. That's it. So this is the correct answer. Okay, everyone. Shall we move further to the next question? Is there anyone else who have shared questions now? Hello, mic testing. Quick, guys. This is an exam prep session. I want you guys to load me with questions quickly. If you don't have questions, I will pick up my own questions. Guys, have you gone through my mock quizzes and gone through the video explanation also? How many of you have gone through at least 2 mock quizzes? PDF quizzes I'm referring to. 2 PDF quizzes and its video explanation so that you can understand the mistake. Who all did, guys? At least 2 quizzes. Type yes in the chat. Why there is so much of silence? Obviously, you should have doubts, no? No one? Who have attempted the 180 questions quiz as well as the explanation? 180 questions quiz. Type 180. I'm confused from the yes. Which yes is it? Have you completed the 180 questions quiz, guys? My PDF. All of you clear now which all documents you have to refer? Please feel free to ask if you have any doubts. Nothing? Okay. So Jyoti Kumari, you have the answer also, so I cannot share it on the screen. Can you do one thing? Can you tell the question number? Others don't download it. You'll see the answer. You understand the purpose why I'm asking for the screenshot. Okay, people should be able to attempt it themselves. Okay. So tell the question number.
Mock 3, 19 question and 49 question. It's quite simple, so want to know the difference.
Very good. Beautiful. This is what I want, guys, from the exam prep. You should ask like this. Okay. Question number 19 followed by 41. We'll discuss. Okay. Thank you so much.
19 and 49.
49. First, let's finish 19. Okay. Everyone read 19, my dear friends. And be in the video also. Please turn on your videos, everyone. Okay, see, Jyoti, what you thought? Majority of my students are my good boys and girls. They have answered it correctly. Okay, correct answer is?
Yeah,
A.
I agree with
Okay.
the A, but the same type in the 49 question is also about like closing the.
One minute. Let's finish this, okay? And let's in the light of that, we'll go to the other one. Okay. So everyone, guys, anyway, you guys answered it correctly. But see here, a mid-sized project with about 100 stakeholders is close to completion. So the project manager must prepare to officially close the project. How should the project manager obtain sign-off? Sign-off means what? It is always received from the initiator side, customer or senior management people in your company, like that. Because I'm doing it. For example, tomorrow I will get a sign-off from you people. Guys, you are with me for the last 5 weeks. Are you guys happy? Are you guys contented? Like that I will ask. Correct, no? So, whose sign off is needed? You. You are my customer. So here it is, project sponsor. Functional managers are my team members. They are part of doing the project. Why should I need their sign off? Team not needed. Steering committee also not needed. It is the sponsor. Is that clear, guys? Who is paying money? For this course, who is paying money? You people are paying money. So you should tell whether the course went well. You people are the initiators. Is that clear? Yes, Nitin, you have raised hand.
So I chose a wrong option here. I chose D as for the steering committee here. The thought behind is because the steering committee consists of all the majority stakeholders that are included in the project.
No, maybe, may not be. I will tell you. Steering committee is just a little bit higher orbit. That's it. Okay. Because I have clearly seen in my first company, the steering committee is different from the client. Okay. Steering committee means what? Someone who is better navigating the project at a 10,000 feet above the sea level. Are you getting that metaphor what I'm using? You are driving the project, but someone who is, okay, is everything going on well? See the gate review process, they will check. Okay. So my point is need not be. Okay. Point number 1. Point number 2, steering committee will have hell lot of people. Why do you need everyone sign off? They will have people from the technology team. They will have people from the legal team. Everyone sign off is not needed. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I want the sponsor sign off. We are going to close the project. Okay. You should be happy. Okay, Nitin. See, I don't want to make anyone else happy. You guys are my customer. See, that is why I'm telling, I told you, whom I told, Hemant, I told, no need to check the quiz from the LMS. Okay. Because I don't want to make the institute happy. I want to make you people happy. Is that clear? So, very clear. Okay. So, in the light of this, no, which is the next question, Jyoti, you said? 41.
49.
49. Okay. Everyone, please read it. Good, guys. Ready? What is the majority have chosen in this?
Conflict between C and D.
Okay. Shall we start, guys? Conflict between C and D. Okay, like you guys rightly said. Okay. So please be with me. A major application redesign hybrid project has just been completed, and the project manager is about to close the project. Okay, same situation. That's what Jyoti was telling. What should the project manager do during closing? While closing, what he should do? Okay. So have the team conduct a final inspection of the product. Too late. While you're closing, do you do inspection? It should be happening before that. Okay, gone. Okay. B, ensure all items on the product backlog is completed. Okay, not necessary. Why should we complete all items in the product backlog? What if some items are parked, considered as not relevant? No one is telling that every item should be completed. That is decided by the product owner. Let him tell whether all items is needed or not. Okay. Now, C, meet with the sponsor to get acceptance of the deliverables. Okay. Now, Jyoti, you are telling why can't this be the correct answer? Now, acceptance of the deliverables is over. That is why we are about to close the
Completed.
project. No. Now, what is the point in again checking the acceptance? We are in the closure formality. Simple. Now look at the option D. Ensure the product and the knowledge is transferred to the operations. Because while we are closing, I have to transfer some. Hey, this is the way you should operate. This is the way. This is the switch you have to press in case this is needed. Like that, you have to educate to the other side. In this question, it is the operations people. That is why D is the correct answer. Jyoti.
Vishak, there is something called about to close the project. That means sign off has not been secured, right?
Just been completed, na?
We cannot tell. We cannot tell. Maybe sign off is completed. Final thing is we are just closing it. We are not sure.
Vishak, in similar lines to Pankaj, see the keyword here is about to close. That is what catches my attention as well.
Correct. So which one?
I mean, me coming from an ops background, I always make sure that like when the project team has completed all the things, if we are operationally able to conclude it, then it is good to be closed.
Correct. So D is the correct answer. That's what I'm telling. No. D is the correct answer. Jyoti, you speak up. You only chose this question. No? It is different. Here we are talking about acceptance of the deliverables, not the project.
In order
Check the
to
other
close
option.
the project, we should have that completion from project sponsor as well, right? C is already within that closure. Then only
Correct.
project
After
will
C
close.
only, Jyoti, you can think about D. Simple. If C is not fulfilled, then how you think about D? Closure, you cannot even think of it. You're talking about acceptance of deliverables. Deliverables are small dots, which when you well connect it, it will become a project. So that only you should get first. No, so C is already done. Then only you're thinking of closing.
But Vishak, one doubt, like in 19th also, it was like officially close the project, means they were preparing to close the project, and then we had chosen the project sponsor to sign off.
That is that question. That question, the purpose was sign off. See, PMP questions are situational, Jyoti. In the light of one question, don't compare another. That question, every option was sign off, correct?
Yeah,
what is the purpose of that question, Jyoti? Who is the right person for sign off? Okay. That is the people question. This is a process question. I don't want to complicate things, but my only tip is in the light of one question's correct answer, don't choose another question. Pick up the mindset. That you forget that. That is what I do. Okay, that is different. This is different. Okay, so something was wrong with the error log. What you maintained for that question? You tell me what is that error log you maintained for that question? I will clarify it. What did you learn from that previous question? You have noted down 19.
Yeah. So I had mentioned like during the closing, the next step what we do it is the acceptance of deliverable. So like
that question. No. That question, that is not the purpose. Okay, we'll switch
sorry,
now
that
itself.
that was for acceptance of deliverable only, no?
No, that was the purpose. Is sign off. See, let's switch, guys. Quickly see. This is a good case study she have brought. Okay, see, that is sign off is the main thing.
Okay,
Jyoti,
sorry.
who should do the sign off? That is what my brain is working upon in question number 19.
Okay.
So situational questions in the light of that is why I asked for this question. What is the lessons learned? Do you note it down? What is that? You tell me.
Yeah, for this, the sign off has to be from project sponsor. Yeah.
Very good. That's it, guys. Now, this is a good example, how to document the lessons learned. I keep telling error log, not our project lessons learned. For your batch, for you to clear PMP, I have told you to maintain error log, no? How you should maintain error log? Who all have noted for the question number 19? What is your takeaway? The right person to get sign off is the sponsor. Full stop. That is the takeaway from question number 19. Is that clear, everyone? Hello? Type clear in the chat.
Yes.
If you don't note down the error log properly, you will fail. I'm again telling. Maintaining the error log is very, very important. Is that clear, everyone?
So when you say error log, basically what you learned out of that question. That's what.
What you learned so that you will not make a similar mistake in the future questions. Simple error log. Clear? Any questions, anyone? Can we move further? Who is next in the pipeline, guys? Don't be silent. Say Harish is giving us a green signal. Anyone else? Harish, do you have a questions? Anything? Hello? No one have any questions? then I'll pick up my own, guys. But that is not what I expected from the exam prep session, guys. Okay, I think you guys have not put your efforts because there are only two category of people who don't have questions. You know that, right? What are the two category of people who don't have questions? Huh?
One who
Either
don't
you
study,
know,
one who
Everyone
study.
knows, everyone
Ah.
is no.
Yeah. Either you know
We
everything
understood, not
or
understood.
No.
you don't understand anything. Okay, you haven't gone through any of the quizzes. Now there is a third category that is not applicable here. During my college days, it was applicable. Okay, what is the third category? Do you know? No one knows. This is my sir told. Eh?
Last benches.
Who don't want to know. Okay, I don't think so such a category exists here. Okay, so either you don't know anything, so you haven't gone through any of my quizzes, or you have superbly gone through any quizzes, or you don't want to go through the quizzes. Okay, simply. But that category is not here. Okay, guys. So shall we switch to my own questions in case you don't have any questions like Harish have told? I'll pick up my own questions, guys. No problem. Okay, but I was expecting like Jyoti have shared some good exercises. Okay. So I'll do one thing, guys. I will type some questions in the chat. Okay. What you should do? 1 minute. Beautiful. Sure. Can you see here, guys? These many questions. If you don't have any questions, these many questions we'll discuss from my sheet. Okay. These are hand-picked questions. So your score may be a little bit low. Don't worry. Okay. Can you start 113 in that? Once you reach 10 questions, kindly let me know. Okay. Yeah. See you. Question number 113. Okay. This one. Can you start? Everyone ready? No? Finished? Question number 113. Okay. What is the majority telling, guys? Quick. Try to tell me.
B.
B. B. I think it's the same approach what we discussed in the
We
question.
discussed this?
Yes.
Oh, great. Okay. Hybrid approach. Okay.
What
So,
I'm saying, the question we will take as agile, right? We discussed in, I think, 2-3 questions back.
something like that. Okay. Yeah. Majority have chosen correct answer. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. But still, I'll discuss, guys. Okay. A project manager is managing a project that has component using agile. The project sponsor asks project manager to add a new component to this project, which is government regulated with new complex tax rules with enough time provided to implement these rules. Okay. The sponsor suggests implementing this new component using predictive non-agile approach due to its complexity. Which methodology will the project manager use for this new component? Are you getting, guys? Already the project is going on agile. Okay, please listen. But for the new complex tax rules, agile will not work. Only non-agile approach, predictive will work. So that means I'm in a confusion. So I should use, for some, I should use predictive, some I should use agile. So which is the best answer? D. Okay, use hybrid approach, blah, blah, blah. Manage the existing component as well as new component using predictive is extreme. That means you're totally ignoring Agile. Because the idea is being brought by who brought sponsor? Good boy approach. Are you getting, guys, why C is wrong? Good boy approach. What about D? Do not trouble sponsor. What about A? Do nothing. You are not even ready to listen to what the sponsor is telling. Are you getting, guys, how I'm eliminating? I know you guys answered it correctly, but can you note down the mindsets? How I'm eliminating? Okay. So which is the next question, guys?
114.
In the series? 114. Once 10 questions reach, please let me know, okay? 114, quickly. This is a good question. Do you know why I picked it up? Because so far, everyone have chosen it wrongly, okay? Except Ashoka, he has chosen it correctly. Okay, Manisha also, okay? So shall we discuss, guys, everyone? Please be willing to unlearn, okay? That's it, okay? A project manager is leading a project that entails transitioning to Agile. That means what is his headache, guys? He should help in transforming the company to Agile approach. The project will pilot the Agile delivery model around 4 resources from a vendor, okay? So the Agile project, no, it is having 4 resources from vendor, working alongside 2 internal resources with no Agile experience. Are you getting, guys? Totally, if I consider the team of 6 people, okay? What is that, guys? In the team of 6 people, 4 people are from the vendor side and 2 are from our own company. Okay, this is internal. This is vendor. This is how the project is correct. Correct, everyone? Now, the project manager needs to act as a coach for the team and help them understand the difference between traditional project team and an agile team. Okay, what is the most important thing the project manager needs to establish agile team behavior? Now, many of you guys, I would say 90% of the people have chosen C, encourage collaboration. And now you will justify C. Of course, no, Vishak, collaboration is the backbone of Agile. Like that and all you will tell. But more than that, why did I draw this much diagram? Did you notice the important thing in the question? Out of 6, 4 are from vendor, 2 are from our own company. So what is the first thing, guys? What is that first problem which will happen? Do you know? It is the
Ego
tell
issues,
guys.
ego issues
Not,
comes into it.
no, first the ego won't come. Ego will come, not now,
Trust issue.
early. Trust issue. Okay, how we will trust this vendor? What if they are trying to get some information from us? Like that and all, there will be trust issue. Are you getting, guys? So that's why build trust within the team. If you are able to build a trust within the team, then automatically the remaining things, collaboration will happen naturally. So your whole exercise should be to build a trust factor as a coach. Okay. Now, Raju, after long thought process, you are the last person to type. That is also wrong. Focusing on producing result of the team, is that what an agile coach will do? That is everyone will do. Any cruel manager will do to get result. Okay. You're talking about an agile coach. Okay. Told each team member accountable is very bad. Okay. We are working as a team. So there is no point of individual accountability. Okay. Yes, let's hear from Swati. Quick.
Vishak, but building trust within the team, isn't it applicable for traditional project teams also? What is so
Traditional project team, what has happened? So it is more we believe in documentation, we believe in sign off, that kind of thing. The talking is not much needed.
So
see, we
like
can yeah.
more than building trust, isn't collaboration a difference between the traditional and agile when we look that way?
Collaboration, sorry?
Like it says, help them understand the differences between the traditional and agile. So out of between trust and collaboration is in collaboration, the difference.
No, no, one minute. Okay, your focus is still on difference between predictive and agile. You have totally forgotten what is the purpose of me drawing that diagram. If it is within my team, okay, let's 6 people are within my company, then I can focus on that. Why did I draw this much and why the question is telling these many details? 4 resources from a vendor, 2 from, see, you are from like some background. Let's say you're from a banking background. You have got a company who is acting as a vendor for you. Okay, so will you be ready to open up with the vendor in terms of sharing something, collaborating something? First, you need to build that trust. Okay, clear, everyone? Swati?
Vishak, yeah. Vishak, one thing here. If instead of vendor, it's an internal team, then C will be the correct answer.
Then C will be the correct answer, but I don't like modifying the questions. Okay, so then to a certain extent, C will be the correct answer. But the purpose of this question is when you have a diverse team, trust is important for them to collaborate. It is the purpose of this question. Okay. Yeah, next Tejas.
So Vishak, they have not indicated anything in the question which is with respect to trust, because we are completely assuming here that just because they are 4 and here there are 2, the trust won't
No,
be there.
not assuming. It is there in the question. No, 4 are from outside vendor, 2 are from my own company. I've told it very clearly.
But again, that directly doesn't indicate, right? Because consultants can always be from the outside who are more experienced people. And
correct.
of course, the people
So
would actually
whenever
trust
we
them.
start, correct. Whenever we start the project, we should focus on building the trust. Otherwise, what else you are recommending?
C itself, because as long
Then
as collaboration is
then
there.
there is no point in this question, guys. That's what I'm telling. PMP is not an easy exam. Then anyone will answer. All of you guys have answered. My students should stand out, guys. See, the question is clear. See, if I don't add this sentence also, Tejas, let me clarify again. If you don't add this sentence also, using, see, model, 2 resources with no agile experience. You start pilot the agile model delivered, needs to act as a coach. Then also you'll choose C. Correct, Tejas? What is the point of that sentence? That is what you have to pick up the right thing in that situation. And imagine like this. Until and unless trust is not there, they will not interact anything. For everything, they will tell, no, that we cannot share. This we cannot share. Don't assume things. Vendor we trust, subject matter experts we trust. That is not the thing. The purpose of the thing is if you want to collaborate, trust is important. If trust is not there, collaboration will not happen. That is the purpose of this question. Clear? That is why I've drawn this diagram also. 4, 2, why they are giving all those. So don't take PMP questions lightly, my dear friends. You have to read the entire situation. Imagine yourself in that situation. Otherwise, you are going to make it wrong. Okay? Every point is important. Okay? Which is the next question?
115.
115. Quick, small question. See, no? So a project manager is finishing a project and the sponsor is requesting insights on benefit realization. Okay, that is fine. But what is the benefit? How can the project manager calculate the value? It is qualitative and quantitative project benefits. Simple. Answer is there in the screen itself. Okay. I think I don't have to discuss anything else, no? Okay. Okay, so let's move to. Any doubts, guys? Please clarify. Okay, let's move to 115. Okay. 16. This is also there, no? Great. Okay, just give me a. Hello? We finalize an answer for this? 116? Okay, so C, D, 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 and some people have chosen C also, Akila, Kiran. Okay, Swati. Correct, now C you have chosen. Okay, shall we discuss? Okay, a large-scale, multi-year transformation project was completed as per the defined requirements and within the approved budget and schedule. Okay, guys, good news. So what is that, guys? Between the lines, what you can read? A project was completed as per the requirements and within the budget and schedule. The requirements were also validated and confirmed by the business. That means the initiator have also confirmed, yes, Vishak and team have done. Okay. Now, what is the beauty, guys? See the next half of the sentence. However, I told no, up to this much when I read the question, I was happy. Oh, wow, like that. But see the next half of the sentence. The post-delivery analysis of the project revealed that the project did not provide benefits as expected. Oh my God, simply did requirements are satisfied, budget or sticked, schedule also met. That's it. What should the project manager have done to avoid this embarrassing situation? Okay, so we should be able to track the benefits throughout. It should not come as a shock. Oh my God. Are you getting, guys? It should not come as a shock after the project got completed. Okay. So do you guys have a second thought now? People who chose the wrong answer. Correct answer is C, D, guys. Measured and demonstrated business value throughout the project. Then this shock could have been avoided. Okay. After completing the project, let's say a project which was started in 2025, you completed it in 2030. In 2031, you are realizing that, oh my God, this is not giving any benefits. Okay. That's it. So this is the correct answer. Now, some of you guys have chosen C. Improved the status reporting process to highlight project results. Project result is not the key here, guys. Project is going on well only. Do you remember one topic I told you? Project delivery. What is the lessons from this question, guys? Project delivery not equal to value or benefits. That is different. This is different. Okay. See, in this batch, how many questions I am completing? Now, Kiran have hyped. Okay, the trainer have completed 10 questions, 20 questions in the exam prep. That is what is delivery. But how much this session is helping you for exam prep, for your PMP examination, that is what is value. That how you will tell, okay, Vishak, out of the 180 questions in the real exam, almost every question was easy. It was more relatable to the mock quizzes. Whatever you told in the session, we could correlate. This is what I'm expecting to hear. But if you tell, see, you did a lot of questions, Vishak, but the questions in the PMP exam was totally different. Like that, when you tell, delivery is there, but value not there. Are you getting, guys, what I'm telling? Can I move on?
Sir, as a project manager, my task is only for the execution of the project, right?
I know this question will come. Okay, Ashoka. So this is what I'm telling, guys. Okay, the purpose of this question is not to test the people knowledge. Every question has got a purpose. This question is the purpose is process. Okay. Now, with that justification, Ashoka, which answer you were supposed to choose?
I chose D only, and I'm convinced with the D only. No doubt in that. I'm just thinking
that's it.
Real life.
Okay. No, real life also not necessary. You cannot tell, see, I will not look at the value. See, in real life also, I have done project value analysis in Ola. But in my first company, Ingersoll Rand, it was very process oriented. For that, there is a different team of product managers. So we cannot tell. Okay. So let us not worry about the people designation. Okay. To some questions. Because this question is checking the process knowledge. Okay. Measured and demonstrated value. They didn't tell. Okay. Because every option is talking about project manager only. Okay. And this is a preventive type of question. All of you know that. No, I don't have to repeat all these things again. Correct. There are only two categories of questions. Preventive type of question. Baby step kind of question. That's it. Can we move on further? Sajil Kumar, go ahead.
The answer is B, right? But the third sentence, it says that the requirement were also validated and confirmed by the business. It means like they know the value of like what we have done, like what is the benefit of that one, right? Like
what is that?
No, the third sentence, the requirement was also validated and confirmed by the business. So it means that they are okay with the project deliverables, right? Like what we have given it.
No, project deliverables is okay, Sajil. That is a point. But the value is different. Let's say a newly constructed airport. Okay. That is delivered pakka, but it's not, flights are not coming, or it is not capable of handling this much of passengers. That you realize later. That is why I'm telling, no, maybe today you will tell, tomorrow you will tell Sajal, your session is very good. But what if in the actual PMP totally different set of questions come? Are you getting what I'm telling you? Okay, that requirements is validated. What happens in a reality, in a value when you measure, it is not reaping the benefits. Okay.
Vishak, value, benefit, profit, all are same only, right?
Value, benefit,
Profit.
profit is profit. Okay, exactly.
Value is something but the amount, related amount.
Amount, okay. Organization goals, etc., etc. Okay. Yeah. Can you move to the next question? 17th one.
Vishak, 10 questions done.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. Type in the chat. Kiran already intimated us. What is your score on the 10 questions? Before starting to read this, type that. The scores are 6, 5, 3, okay, 8. Okay, great. So let's hear from the 8 people. The people who got 8, please speak up. Swati, you tell. Anything? What is it? Secret? 8 out of 10 you got, no?
Previous questions had already gone through, which we discussed. So
Questions you have gone through? Okay.
The last 4 questions, 2 was wrong, which you freshly discussed.
What about others, guys? Anything you have to tell?
only questions properly read किया जाए और understand the questions then answer, so that I have answer is 8 out of 9.
ठीक है. Anything else, guys? Can you proceed to the next set of questions?
No, it's 117.
117.
Oh, 117. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 117. We didn't discuss, no? Yeah. Wow, everyone have chosen D, except Raju Sharma, who have chosen A. Shall I start, guys, this question? It is wrong, okay? Raju Sharma, D is the correct answer. A project manager is leading a critical project to deliver a new solution. The CEO is highly invested in the project. That means he's so happy. CFO is a product owner. During the testing phase, the CFO requires an additional non-functional requirement to shorten the frequency of transaction. Okay, non-functional means not directly impacting the customer, but it is good. Okay, this new requirement will impact the launch date. Oh my God! And the CFO is insistent on getting this implemented. So I'm in a confusion, guys. Should I stick to the launch date or should I focus on respecting the need of the CFO? Is that clear? So what is that baby step we can do here at this juncture? Assess the scope of the non-functional requirement to determine its specific impact on the planned go-live date. And then discuss it. That's a baby step. Then I should present this to the CFO, CEO, and okay. No, don't choose A. Okay, Raju, you have chosen A. Meet with the CFO and suggest delaying. No, he is a product owner. He can decide. Why do you want to suggest him to delay? Okay, wrong. Okay. Can you move on, guys, further? Which is the next question I told? 118?
120.
120. Okay. Please be in the video, my dear friends. Please don't turn off your videos. All right, guys, everyone ready? Very good. So I only underestimated you people, my dear friends. I'm really sorry. Everyone have chosen correct answer. I'm really happy. Okay, that's what is, guys, the purpose of the exam prep. Okay, so that means it's correct, guys. Okay, so everyone have chosen C. Okay, a project manager is assigned to a water treatment investment project. The local government has recently passed a law that requires compliance. Okay, guys, note down the point that requires compliance to global standards. See, two keywords. Okay, this is a new regulation. Okay, what should the project manager do? Are you noticing these three keywords: compliance, standard, and regulation? So can we run away from them? No. So we should conduct an analysis of the impact on the regulation of the project and then communicate it to the stakeholders. Boss, this is what it is. Okay, like that. Okay, don't trouble the sponsor. Recommend and all work be stopped immediately. It's an extreme answer choice. Is that clear, guys? Note down this also. Because quickly I'm eliminating. See, now you guys will be relaxed. So I know I answered it correctly. But I don't want that, guys. I want some of you guys asked how to read the questions faster. See how I'm quickly eliminating D. Meet with the sponsor, blah, 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 gone. Then what about D? Stop it immediately. My eyes glanced at it. It's an extreme answer choice. Is that clear? This is do not trouble sponsor. What about the thing? Continue with the project is?
Do nothing.
That's it, guys. If you note down like that, if you categorize it like this, easy. This question, you can finish it in maybe 30 seconds. You don't need 76 seconds. That 76 seconds remaining time, you can barter for some other question. Please understand. Okay, let's hear from Joshua.
Yeah, sure. So I'm just tweaking the answer. So we can keep the correct C also in the option, and I am replacing one option with if you want to discuss with some law guys, right? Like lawyer or some, if that one is coming into the picture, which will be the best answer?
They will not give. So don't waste your time creating new questions. Okay, I'm very clear. Okay, I've told you. That is why I tell no, don't reinvent the wheel. Okay. The questions are very clear. Every question has got a purpose. So they will not ask like that. Okay, 100%. Okay. Yeah. So don't modify the questions. Okay, because you have got your logic is very right. Okay, I would say you have thought in the right way, but every question has got a purpose. So our exam prep session is what? Understand the purpose. See, earlier question, I think when Ashoka asked, I told, what is that I told? See, the purpose of this question is not to check the designation. It is to check the process. Another question which Jyoti told, what did I tell? The purpose of this question is to see who is responsible for sign-off. It's not like whether sign-off is a process in closure or not. Are you getting it, guys? Every question has got a purpose. Okay, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the next question? 122. Are you ready? Wow, I'm really happy, guys. Many of you guys have chosen the correct answer. Okay. But I have one request, guys. Next time onwards, when you start a new question, by the time you know that I'm going to wrap up a question, what you should do, no? You should put a barricade like this or like this. Okay. Couple of you guys do it so that we can understand. Otherwise, it will be a bunch of C, D, and wrong. Okay. We need to understand what you guys have chosen. Is that clear? This is how you streamline communications, guys. Sorry, I found out a problem and there's a solution. Okay. I forgot to tell it early. Okay. So shall we start, guys? A project management team is developing a project management information system, okay, as a collaboration tool for internal and external stakeholders. That means some communication tool. Are you getting it, guys, very clearly? Okay. The project manager wants to develop a dashboard. As part of that tool, he wants to develop a dashboard, okay, within the system that will be updated with the information on project's performance. Okay. What should the project manager do first? Baby step. Okay. This is what I want to tell you guys. How many of you guys keep on telling me, I didn't understand Simon Sinek model, Vishaka? That you keep on telling me, right? So people who made this question wrong, I would tell you guys, you still didn't understand Simon Sinek. You don't answer. What is that I've told you guys related to that model? Think of this. Why? How? What? This is how it should open up. Is that clear, guys? Start your thought process from why and go outwards. Why, how, what? Okay. So many of you guys have chosen A, B, C. Identify the data to be displayed. Is that only enough? That is a what? What data to be displayed? Because what is our purpose? We are developing a dashboard. Now, select the appropriate visualization tools. This is also a what? Because data is there. Visualization can be on a pie chart. It can be a histogram. It can be a table with a summary of the values, anything. Are you getting, guys? It can be a heat map. Okay, how are you sure? Okay, that is also what kind of option. Determine the frequency of dashboard updates. We don't know how often the data changes. Is it on a per minute basis? Per minute? Are you hearing it? Or a per day basis? Per week basis? Are you clear? The frequency of the dashboard updates. We are not sure. So those kind of questions, you will get the what kind of questions. Are you clear, guys? The what kind of questions, you will get the answer in which option? D. The option D is defining the communication needs of the stakeholder. That is more of how. Is that clear? Come on, guys, confirm. I want the people who made it wrong to confirm. Are you able to connect it with the Simon Sinek model? If you have got it right, you would not have made a mistake. Unmute and speak up quick. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is important, guys. Almost 40% of the questions I'm able to answer clearly only with this framework. Okay. Which is the next question I told you after 122?
126.
126. Okay. Shall I discuss easy question, no? But you guys have made a mistake in this also. Very, very disappointing, guys. What is this? In this also, there is Arpit, you have chosen very quickly. Which option? Which option you have chosen? A. Oh, I thought you chose D. That's why. This was the previous question. Okay, yeah. Okay. So shall we start, guys? I think you guys have answered it correctly. During a feedback meeting, the project manager is informed by the team members that validating deliverables is difficult. Why? The technology requirements keep changing. Okay, just a minute. Okay, technology requirements keep changing. And project manager suggests an appropriate project management methodology to be adopted to address the occurrence for upcoming projects. So something keeps changing. What is the best, guys? Agile.
Agile.
Now, when you should choose incremental? Only when in the question there is a pain point of, what is the pain point in the question for incremental?
Speed.
Very correct. Speed or early go to market. Only when such a pressure is there, you should go with incremental. And predictive when they are so particular about processes. Nothing like that. Predictive and waterfall are same. Okay. That's it, guys. Which is the next question I told you?
127.
Very good. Okay. Okay, can you start? What are the main outputs of the risk identification process? Okay, first of all, this question sounds very easy. Okay, dear friends, but many of you guys have answered it wrongly. Okay, first of all, I want to tell you why I told you today. Some of you guys asked, no, you picked up a question from the Star Agile LMS. I told you don't pick up. See, I am a vendor with Star Agile. Are you getting it? I am an independent trainer with Star Agile. Okay, so the problem is there are some questions which are outdated in the Star Agile platform. Outdated means what, you know? It is based on the input tools and techniques output. Have you heard about it, guys? ITTO, input tools and technique output. Now, a lot of questions are floating in the internet freely, which are belonging to this. So my request is anything which you get, any quizzes which you get for free, they will tell PMP exam, don't choose that, guys. The good things will come for free. You know that, right? If you want extra questions other than what I am giving, the only source is iTunes. Which one? Study Hall. Is that clear, guys? So what I'm telling is this is somewhat related to the ITTO model. Okay, shall we get into that? What are the main outputs of risk identification process? That means risk identification is there. Once risk identification is completed, what is the output? Okay, and something is there as the input. Okay, so definitely, guys, once you identify risk, which document you will update? Risk register. So that means this could be the correct answer. Okay, this is gone. This is the way you should eliminate, guys. Okay, some of you guys have chosen D. D is gone. Okay, see, Muthu, you have chosen D. Risk register is not there. Obviously, when you identify a risk register will get an update. Okay, now risk responses we don't update straight away, my dear friends. See here, because please be clear. I have told you during the session. Risk identification happens first. A lot of risk, 1,000 risk will be there. Now, what do we do next? Do we jump into responses? No. In between, what is there? Come on, guys.
Probability and
Probability and
impact.
Adding probability and impact. What is that called as?
Qualitative and quantitative.
Qualitative.
Qualitative risk analysis. No. Quantitative don't tell. Adding probability and impact is just qualitative risk analysis. If needed, some companies, they go with quantitative. And then only we think about responses. Is that clear? That means this is also gone. Correct? No, I told in the session. Okay. That is why I told no, ITTO questions are a little bit difficult, but that era is over. Okay. Now, PMP questions are even more difficult because it is situational. Okay. On one side, ITTO questions are difficult. Okay. But now it is even more difficult. Okay. Now look at the options A and B, my dear friends. B is having one extra element. What is that? Project document updates. Yes, of course. Whenever we identify risk, do you think that we close down our laptop after identifying risk? We'll inform. Imagine you identified a risk that there is a cyclone occurring in the airport in your city. Evening flights may get delayed. Will you just capture it in the risk register and go to sleep? If one of your team members is going to board a flight in the evening, we'll inform him, correct? Or there is a delay of 2 hours, then you will update in the project schedule. So don't think whenever you identify a risk, it is getting close to there. Are you getting everyone what I'm telling? Think of common sense. You will do some other activity also, correct? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. That's why B is the correct answer, not A. Any questions, guys? If not, type clear in the chat. I need quick responses.
Vishak, in the project document, the risk and its whatever is required is updated in the risk management plan only.
No, that is totally wrong. Okay. What is that you ask? Project management plan will not have
The
any
risk and this associated things in the project document, it is getting captured in the risk management plan only.
No. I told it, no, Swati, earlier also. The management plans doesn't address anything related to project specific data. What is the purpose of management plan? They address the big question of who can tell? Big question of how? That's it. See, whenever a new risk is identified, will you go and update in the risk management plan, Swati? No. Whenever there is a new, whenever there is a delay in the project schedule, will you go and update in the schedule management plan? No. We'll update in the
issue
project schedule or in the issue log. The management plans are not touched in the execution phase, my dear friends. Those are only guidelines. Are you clear, everyone?
Okay.
Management plans are only guidelines. Any questions, guys? Anyone? Quick.
What is the primary difference in between risk report and risk register?
Hold
Specifically
on. Okay.
report.
Yeah, I'll tell you. See, risk report is more cute, crisp. Do you remember from my session pages? The bubble chart is a risk report. The RAG matrix is a risk report. Do you remember that presentation I showed you? Risk reporting, you check bubble chart. Because that is a cute way of representing, consolidating the risk register. Okay. 2 risk identified today, 7 risk closed. Like that, you'll present an update to the senior management people. That is what is called as reporting. Clear, everyone?
Because that was the reason I had eliminated risk report. I thought it is a made up term.
No, risk report is there. Check the slides. Okay. Risk report, risk monitoring, everything is there. What is risk monitoring? Simply, if you capture, are you going to shut down your laptop? No, you have to keep observing. Is the risk happening? That is what is called as monitoring. Once in a while, you are presenting the status of the risk. That is called as reporting. Crisp status of the project risk. Is that clear? Any questions, anyone?
Yeah, Vishak, actually, this question I have approached based on probability and impact metrics. What I feel these are the 2 important things in risk identification.
No,
So
that is not. No. In risk identification, we don't get into probability and impact, Pankaj. Only in qualitative risk analysis, we get into probability and impact. I would request, my dear friends, please go through the recording. Okay, last week's. Okay, when I discussed about risk topic. Okay, in identification, we don't get into probability and impact. We just identify and move on. Clear? Clear, Pankaj?
Yeah.
Next, which question, guys? Can I clear the screen? Put a barricade and so that we can discuss the next question. Which is the next question?
141.
141. Okay, quick. Okay. So here, many of you guys have chosen C. I'm really happy. Everyone have chosen C. Only I underestimated you people. Okay. All of you guys have answered it correctly. Shall we discuss? A new regulation has been approved that will impact the deliverables in the fourth phase of the project. New regulation. The delivery is going in following an iterative approach and is currently completing the second phase. Okay. The impact is going to happen in the fourth phase. What should the PM do next? Baby step. Meet with the SME to assess the impact of the objectives on the project objectives. Correct? No? Don't jump into action, getting additional budget. You don't even know what is that impact of the regulation. Consult with the sponsor and do not trouble the sponsor. Acquire approval for an exception without understanding what approval you will get. Is that clear? That's it. Next is which question, guys?
42. 142.
Very good. Please be in the video, guys, everyone. Please don't turn off your videos. Turn it on. Fortunately, my dear friends, this is a question where so far the update is everyone have answered it wrongly. Okay, except few people. Okay, Kirtana, Samira, Arun, Akshay, you guys have answered it correctly. Okay, Chandu, but many of you guys have answered it wrongly. Is that clear? Shall we start? So, see, guys, situational questions you have to read. That modulation is very, very important. Okay. First, a project manager is currently overseeing a project from its inception. Did you notice it? Overseeing means what? It is not managing. Do you understand the difference? Overseeing is a little bit senior, supervisory, correct? No? Okay. And is aware that there are several assumptions. So first thing, he's there from the inception. Secondly, he's knowing that there are several assumptions and dependencies. Did you note it down? There are several assumptions and dependencies. What do you mean by assumption? We should take this in the morning only. Otherwise, it will not be effective. This, if you don't finish it with 10 days, it will get expired. That is a dependency. Are you getting what I'm telling? What action should the project manager take in this situation? When you are aware of the assumptions and dependencies, what action you should take? Okay, shall we discuss? A, seek support from sponsor. Oh my God, do not trouble sponsor, my dear friends. B, instruct the project team to record all assumptions and track all the changes. This is what you should do. Because I know you guys will tell, oh my God, Vishak, you only told no, instruct is not a good keyword. But what to do? Other options have got more problems. Point number one. Point number two, it is an overseeing a project. That means this project manager is very, very expert. When the person is expert, then you can go with force or directive. Do you people remember, guys, I told in the session? Did you remember? Okay. Now, many of you guys have chosen C, facilitate a brainstorming session with the project team to formulate a comprehensive risk mitigation plan. What the hell is this, guys? Simply don't choose an option. The question is very clear. There are some assumptions and there are some dependencies. Okay, so we should document all those. That's it. That's why B is the correct answer. Why track all the changes is coming? Because when you track all the changes, we will be able to connect the dependencies. See, when I am moving from my seat, it is dependent. You guys are dependent on me. You will not be able to see me, correct? Whenever there is an internet connection, that means the session will get affected. So my session is dependent on the internet connection. Are you clear, guys, everyone? So dependency, when you track the changes, you'll be able to connect with the dependencies. Is that clear, everyone? Any questions? Nitin, go ahead. Ask PMO, I'm eliminating straight away. PM shying away. Is that clear, everyone? Yeah, Nitin, sorry. Yeah.
Again, the same PM shying away does not apply to 2 as well, where he's just instructing the team to do and not doing nothing on his side.
No, don't add nothing and all because he is expert. Okay. See, here it is ask. Asking questions is easy. Okay. And first of all, what is the point of D? To implement a benefit measurement system to verify benefit metrics and associated risk. What are we discussing? He's there right from the beginning of the project. Okay, Nitin. There are several assumptions and dependencies. That is what we are talking about.
Agree. And that is where I chose C. I was incorrect. Why? Because I thought the assumptions contribute to risks. That is
Assumptions,
why
if fail, become risk. That is correct. Okay. Yeah. But there is nothing like comprehensive risk mitigation plan. What is that?
Okay.
Secondly, when you facilitate a brainstorming session, that means you are relying more on the team. Nitin. The question is very clear. Only we are reading unwanted things. Okay. The question is beautifully told. Currently overseeing a project. So imagine a very senior person. He knows several assumptions and dependencies in his mind. Okay. So he's just telling the team, okay, capture all those. He will keep on telling. He's an expert. Okay. So there's a case of a forceful or directive kind of a project manager. Nothing wrong. Okay. If you're expert, then you can do. When do you facilitate? When you believe that your team is more expert than you. That is when you facilitate. Here it's not like that. Okay, everyone?
Yeah, here I think it's basically the overseeing has overrun the
Got an
facilitate
importance.
thing.
Yeah. Overseeing is a very mature keyword. Okay. Managing a project, I would have considered, okay. Managing is less punch than overseeing. Overseeing has got a huge punch. Are you getting? See, people know the Hoover Dam project. No, what was Crow doing? He was a program leader. In that project, there were like 30, 40 project managers who are managing the projects. There were 119 projects. But what was Crow doing? He was overseeing the entire Hoover Dam program. Okay? That doesn't mean he's shying away. He's expert. He doesn't have the time to put his fingers into everything. Is that clear?
So I think the project manager is acting like a program manager, right, Vishak?
Not necessary. I was a program manager. I didn't have any special power. Okay. See, don't get into that statement. Okay. See, I was a program manager. I was managing 2-3 projects in my first company. That doesn't mean I was overseeing. Okay. Program manager is one who manages a collection of interrelated projects. That overseeing need not be necessary, but sometimes it can be. The program leader will be there to whom 2-3 project managers will report. So my request is only one thing, guys. Don't rigidly note down anything. Keep your mind open. In this question, this is what I can take away. Like that, you should practice. What is the lessons learned, guys? Who have all captured the lessons learned from this question? What is the error log? We will note down. Overseeing, assumptions, dependencies. That means it is okay to have a directive kind of tone. And track all changes is in fact a connect to dependencies. Did you notice?
Yes.
That's it. Can I clear my screen? Which is the next question?
146.
Okay, so see, what was the purpose of the previous question I picked up? Do you people know? Because I wanted to convey that don't blindly eliminate an option which has got the keyword instruct. Just like that, here also I want to bring some message, guys. Please listen. That's why for the exam prep, I've picked all these questions. Okay, what is that? A project manager is tracking an infrastructure project that is dependent on a service provider. Okay, the service provider informed the project manager that some of the third-party components will no longer be manufactured or supported. How much confident he is telling? 100% he's telling will no longer be manufactured. Oh my God, I'm scared. If a vendor is providing me something, he's telling me that see some components will not be supported. We cannot manufacture it. How much scared I will become? Upon an initial review, this would significantly delay the schedule and increase the budget. Oh my God. budget will increase, schedule will get delayed, correct? What should the project manager do? Okay, shall we start? Hey, escalate this issue to the project sponsor. Yes. See, what is that I told you guys? Things which are in your control, don't escalate. If the things are not in your control, what's wrong in escalating? You're helpless. Are you not seeing your hands tied? Can you do something? Nothing. So you have to talk to the sponsor. Is there a need to revise the budget? Is there a need to revise the schedule? Or do we need to stop the project because the budget is getting exorbitantly high? Everything, a call has to be taken. Who will take the call? Initiator family member or sponsor. Is that clear, everyone? Now, update the risk register. Okay, that is not the thing, guys, because it is not a risk. No longer be manufactured is 100% sure shot. Even what are you going to update in the risk register? It's an issue, guys. Is that clear? It's an issue which you have to escalate to the sponsor. Okay. Convene a review with the team. These are not something which can be resolved at a team level. Poor team. What they will do? Update the project status. This is do nothing. Is that clear, everyone? Any questions?
Not a basic step. I mean, the baby steps is not there. You should go and escalate that.
No, Harish, this is the baby step in this question. That is what I'm telling. Whenever you are helpless, what will you do? You just got a message, Harish, I'm the vendor. Vishak is telling that some components will not be manufactured. What will you do? Tell me. You did a preliminary analysis. Okay, Harish, did you notice? Upon an initial review, that means analysis is over. See, that is a beauty. Don't think there is no analysis happen here. Upon an initial review means preliminary analysis has happened. Is that clear? Any questions, anyone? Can you move further?
Sir, what is
Which is the next question I told?
Sir, what is the difference between project owner and project sponsor? Basic question.
See, project owner can be a sponsor, cannot be the sponsor. First thing. So don't try to differentiate it. Okay. Project owner can be a project manager also. So I don't know where you saw this term.
Yeah, just came across.
So I'll tell you, these are cooked up terms. Okay, project owner. Okay, that may not be there in our official guideline, but sometimes they will ask in the PMP exam itself a title called as project owner. So someone like a project manager, that's what I would say. Okay. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Project maestro, project coordinator, project expediter. There are a lot of designations, fancy designations they will use. Don't get carried away by all those. But product owner is one who is responsible for the project success or failure in terms of strategy. Okay, everyone? Yes. Which is the next question we need to discuss?
Completed.
Completed? Very good. How many questions we discussed, guys, in this new lot? Do you remember?
12.
8.
8.
Oh, 8.
12, no?
8. No, 8.
8.
12 questions from Vishak.
Total 12 questions, no?
Not total, only this new lot. Like post what we started in the sheet.
The sheet questions are 12.
Okay, so give me a moment. I'll pick up some more questions. One minute. Sheet 3, let me pick up.
So Vishak, these questions are tougher than actual PMP or at the same level?
Same level. In fact, I should be very honest, actual PMP questions will be a little bit tougher. Okay, because it's not that I'm lacking something, this is the best. Okay, because there is an element of uncertainty or surprise element. Okay, in the actual PMP. You know, the languages and all. See, it is similar to that magician kind of question. There was one question, no, mystical legend, and there were a lot of distractors will be there in the question. That is a problem. Okay, but don't worry, people are passing. Okay, daily. Okay. Only thing is you focus on the error log properly. Nothing else we can do. Okay. Now, I'll pick up some questions, guys, from the sheet 3. Okay. Sheet 2, let's discuss. to question number 39. Okay, guys, everyone. One of you note down these questions, okay, and help me. Can you start? Wow, I think everyone have chosen the correct answer in this series. Okay, except Kirtana. Okay, I've chosen it wrongly. Okay, so shall we discuss? Everyone, please be in the video, guys. A firm is currently facing a cost overrun and needs liquidity to overcome the financial crisis. They need money. Okay, a critical project is underway and is expected to bring a reasonable monetary return for the firm. Okay, it is going to bring money for the firm. Senior management needs to assess the project's alignment with the organizational objectives. What is the organizational objective right now? To get money. Are you getting it, guys? It is not. You only have to connect it. Okay, and request that the project manager provide a report on the matter. So, what does the report mainly contain? Is it about the patent? Is it about the technology innovation? No. What is the organization currently going through? A financial crisis. They need money. What is the benefit out of doing this project? What should the project manager do to prepare a report for the management?
That point of time, do the EMV.
What is that? Hardik, what is that you're telling?
For that point of time, just calculate what is the benefit, like, what is the plan.
Benefit, exactly. Yeah. So compare actual result to the planned ones by analyzing the differences between actual performance and budgeted values. Is it going on the right track? Will we get the value, etc., etc.? That's the only thing we can do. Okay, so B is the correct answer. Okay, now any other option we need to discuss? A, evaluate and examine and evaluate documents to gain insights and extract meaningful information. What documents? Vagueness. Okay, what about C? Identify and analyze patterns, tendencies, or changes in data over a specific period of time. Okay, what is that we are here to? What pattern? What dependencies? What tendencies? Okay, now some of you guys, I know no one has chosen D here. Assess the economic feasibility of the project. That should have happened early, not now. Exactly, economic feasibility is something which should have happened in a very early stage of the project. That's why this is wrong. That's it. Any questions you guys have? Quick. Hello? No question? Then which is the next question we need to do?
52.
52?
Yeah.
Once 10 questions reached, let me know, okay? The new series. It's a good question, guys. Okay. Shall we discuss? So many of you guys have answered it wrongly, let me tell you. Okay. So don't worry, but please be ready to learn. Okay, what is that new thing? Let's not debate too much on it. Is that clear? That is a problem, guys. Many of you guys will be simply sticking to your correct answer, your answer. Why cannot it be correct like that? Okay, so please listen. Okay, you have to immerse in the situation. Okay, first of all, which stage of the project we are in? Execution stage. Who is telling? Who is replaced? A key stakeholder, not some Tom, Dick, and Harry. Are you getting these 2 points? What I'm highlighting? During execution, a key stakeholder is replaced with a new team member who has approval authority. That means he's a big guy. See, when you hear key stakeholder in your power interest grid, where you have to imagine that person? Somewhere here or here, high power.
High interest.
Got it. Now, the new member states that the project deliverables are not aligned with the design and will not approve. Okay, what he's telling? The deliverables are not aligned with the design. Design is something which has happened early. We are in which stage, guys? We are right now in the execution stage. Okay. So initiation is there, planning is there, execution is there. So something he's not approving means it is not aligning with design, means he's not aware of the developments in the planning stage. Correct? No, everyone? Planning to execution, there were some changes which this new guy is not aware. Are you with me so far? He's still sticking to the some documents which are made in the design stage. Do you guys agree or not? No? First tell that. Do you agree? Why guys? What happened? Tell. Yeah. What are you waiting for? Everyone is waiting for someone else to tell. It's just a matter of pressing the space bar. Okay. You have to press the space bar, the microphone will get unmuted. Okay, guys? Easily you can speak. Okay, when you release the space bar, it will get muted. Right? It will happen automatically. Okay. So don't worry, okay. I want it to be interactive, that's why, okay. Now, however, a few weeks later, now this guy rejected it, okay. A few weeks later, the project manager realized, you know what he realized? This new team member, this key stakeholder, has not been informed of changes which happened in the execution. So whatever we decided in the planning or the design phase, from that there are some changes, but those changes are not reflecting in the execution stage. What should the project manager have done to avoid this miscommunication? Okay, what is this kind of questions, guys? Preventive kind of questions. Okay. Now, many of you guys have chosen B. Please listen, I will tell you why B is wrong. Updating the stakeholder register to include the new team member is not going to solve the problem. That is just a list. A new team member added to the project. His designation is this. His role in the project is this. That's all. Stakeholder register. What is the pain point here? He is not aware of the changes which happened in the execution phase, from design to execution. So simply updating the stakeholder register is not going to solve the problem. Are you guys clear? So some documents should reflect the latest changes. That is the point. Okay. Now look at A. Organize a meeting with sponsor. Did not trouble sponsor. Why are you troubling sponsor for all these things? Okay. Now, C, ask the previous stakeholder to hold a meeting with a new team member before leaving. Idea is good. Okay, but I would say this is a case of PM shying away. If the option was facilitate a discussion where you ensure proper transfer between the previous stakeholder and the new stakeholder, I would have liked. What is that, guys? Facilitate a meeting where the previous stakeholder and the new stakeholder are there. You ensure that there is a proper knowledge transfer. All the current updates of the project are being communicated. Like that, if there was an option, then I would have liked. This is just, hey, you do the knowledge transfer, okay? You set up a meeting with a new guy, like that. That is a clear case of PM shying away. Point number 1. Point number 2, how are you sure that the previous stakeholder will be available in the organization? You guys know the reality. Whenever you quit or whenever some team member in your company quits, what happens? Do you think the next role will be filled immediately? Will there be an overlapping period? I don't think so.
No,
the guy will put paper in February 1st, on February 1st, and he will serve 2 months notice period. After that, only the recruiter will start searching. Okay. So February, March over, April, maybe by June, a new guy will take over. This is what happens in most of the organizations. So there is rarely a chance that there can be a proper transfer happening. Clear? Any questions, anyone? So the correct answer is D. Okay, update the project charter. Okay, during the execution phase to include all these changes. Is that clear, guys, everyone?
So project charter is very broad, basically.
I understand, but what is the purpose of this question, guys? Okay, now what else you want me to choose, Ashoka? That is what I'm telling. The PMP is not easy. Okay, yeah. See, now I will tell you. I will tell you one justification to that. Whenever it is a first day in your company and you are starting a project, being part of a project, what is the first document you will check, Ashoka? It will be the project charter. That is a defense. Then only you will check the relevant documents. So if that charter is not reflecting that change, then what if you don't check any other documents? Okay, that is my advocacy for this option D. Is that clear?
So
the
just
charter
one query.
Yeah.
So imagine like you're doing the project charter initially, but later there were some changes, maybe during the execution phase. So this point says there are some changes during the execution. So we can still update the project charter, right?
There is no harm in updating the project charter, but do people do it? That is my point. Okay. Ideally, you should update. I'm not telling for every small changes. Whenever there is a major change, okay, let's say a car, which is you started a project to develop a car, which is a 5-seater capacity. But in the middle of the design phase, you changed your plan to include 7-seater car. Now it should reflect in the charter. No, what if someone in the future checks the charter? They will think that the project is for building a car for 5-seater. So updating is nothing wrong, but people usually don't do it because it is a charter. No, anyway, we started. Let's update other documents like that. People have a feeling. Is that clear, guys? Everyone? I'm telling situational questions only. These are pure situations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, I mean, rather than having a perfect notion for the selection of the keywords, focus on the given option and pick the best. That's it.
Oh, correct. See, that's all I have to tell. See, now you have to imagine the frustration of this senior stakeholder who joined our project. Some communication gap has happened. He's not approving. Why he's not approving? Because he has not been informed of the changes. Are you clear? Some changes happened in the execution stage. So either some meeting should be conducted or there should be a document which is throwing light on the new changes.
Actually,
changes.
we're looking for words like change register, something like that. So which is not there. So next option would be project charter.
Yeah, exactly. Any questions, guys? Anyone?
But
are you getting a takeaway from this question? Yeah.
Tell me one thing, if we are updating the stakeholder register, that means we are communicating all the changes to the all the stakeholders, right? I mean, here I'm still...
No, Pankaj, I'll tell you. Do you know there are people in this batch who are not part of the WhatsApp group created for example? See, every real situation is a project. Why? They are here in the session. Their name is there in the stakeholder register for example. Why they are not there in the WhatsApp group? You tell me. So having a list, name in the list is not necessary for communicating the changes. Only, see, project management is not easy. There is a lot of interconnected system. Something reflecting here doesn't mean it should reflect everywhere. Okay, so to choose the best.
It's confusing, but yeah, I agree.
TMT is not easy, guys. My students will pass. Okay, but don't expect the same level of easiness in the outside world. I'm again telling, once you go to the examination center, check with the guy who is sitting next to you. He'll definitely tell. 1 out of 3 will tell I failed. That is the standards. Okay, 1 out of 3.
Sir, questions will be same for the, for all the people who are appearing for that batch at that time.
No. Totally different. They've got a plethora of questions. They've got almost 25,000 questions. They will randomly keep circulating. They'll keep updating. Okay.
Yeah, these questions are released by project management, or we, just out of curiosity, or you people have prepared this. I'm just telling
this is coming from PMI. This is coming from PMI. But the other one, which has got movie characters and all, that I created in the light of the study hall questions. Okay. But this is properly PMI questions, and there is no doubt. Okay, don't worry. Is there a better answer? Am I mistaken? This is the correct answer. Okay, that's it. Clear? Any questions? What is your score, guys? Now,
so I guess majorly.
Yeah, Tejas.
So majorly, I guess we have also made a mistake because the new member had not been informed. So we thought anyway, if we update him in stakeholder register, the communication would follow.
Yeah.
No problem. Okay. So I will tell you one more loophole in the system. Okay, Tejas. Okay. So maybe someone in this batch who have enrolled in the exam prep hasn't received the link so far. There is a case. Okay. We cannot ignore it. That is what I'm telling. Communications is very, very important. Okay. So updating the project charter during the execution phase is communication. Are you getting it? Updating in right document is also communication. Are you getting? Communication is the backbone of project management. Okay. So who is the top scorer this time?
Sorry, Vishak. So for this, what should be ideally error log for us?
In this, what is the error log you are telling?
Yeah.
In this, the error log should be, imagine the stakeholder is not informed of the changes. So there should be either a meeting where proper changes is being conveyed, or there should be a proper document which is reflecting the changes. Coincidentally, it became a project charter. That's it. Okay, Tejas. It can be anything. Update, blah, blah. That is also fine. But it should include all the latest changes. Is that clear? Any questions, anyone? Now let's do a retrospective, guys. The top scorers again. Who is there to speak up? 7 is the highest score. Very disappointing. No one have got 8. What is this, guys? Okay, 7 people tell. Maybe Arjun or Nishant. One of you tell. Nishant, what is the takeaway? Vinayak, what do you want to tell to the audience, guys? You guys are the top scorers, yeah.
No, Vishak, the takeaway, as you said, is like analyze the situation and answer as per it.
Immerse in the situation. That's what I would say. You see, we are creative. We are not AI people. Okay, our brain can immerse in a situation. We can create a profile. When I say, no, you're in a forest, imagine a lion is in front of you. Everyone is able to think, So like that, you use your creativity. You have to think. Then the questions will be easy. Imagination. Okay. Any other takeaway, guys? Pankaj, anything? They scored 7, no? Pranali?
Yeah.
One thing I want to share is, even during attempting my mock questions, I observed that sometimes I hurriedly answer. Now, the learning that I've got is we need to read the question completely and then evaluate. Probably the second part of the question might change your opinion for the answer.
Exactly. Okay, one part of the question may change your option. Okay. For example, that 4 agile members from vendor, that is a crux of the question. Simply, if you choose collaboration, why they have given, you should think, oh my God, 4 people are from outside, 2 are from my own company. Will the my company people trust the other people? Quickly, you should ask. Are you getting, guys? Very valid point from Monali. Anything else, guys? Come on. What about the bottom scorers? Tejas, you have scored 4. Anyone who scored 3? Tejas, Karthik, what is that you are going to take away so that your score will improve? Tell that also.
So the problems are actual mindsets itself, because some of them are directing us to concentrate on the words. So I guess we quickly get focused on the words, and then I guess we make a mistake.
Focus on the situation. Did you notice? I'm going in a flow, and then I'm telling you people. During project execution, there is no compromise. That means you have to imagine a project is in the execution stage. A key stakeholder, someone, okay, who is a powerful person, who is a boss, okay, kind of person you imagine. Okay. Is that clear, guys, everyone?
Yeah, one more learning. I think there's one question which requires not to trouble project sponsor, but the answer is escalate to project sponsor. So there
Exactly. Very good. Okay. So in this series, series, there were 2 questions where I strongly oppose. Correct? Escalation, I don't recommend, but one question, the correct answer was escalate. Another thing I strongly oppose is the keyword instruct. In this series, there was a question where the correct answer was instruct. So what is the purpose, guys? There is nothing rigid. Situationally, you have to answer. It's not an easy exam. Okay. Don't pick up a rigid thing. What is the workflow, Vishak? How should I answer? There is nothing like that. Simon Sinek model. Some questions it works. Some question it doesn't work. If it works, good for you. If it doesn't work, think of some other mindset. And one more thing I want to tell guys, 2 options are only the confusing tiebreaker. The remaining 2, you should be eliminating like this in a fraction of a second. Like this, you should be able to eliminate 2 options. So what happens? You'll have more time, guys. Is that clear? So for example, in this, B and D are the 2 tiebreakers. Okay, B and D. So like that, every question, there are 2 options. So focus your reading, control your pace, etc., etc. Okay. So now what I'm doing, guys, whatever I tell in the sessions, I apply it. Whatever I'm doing right now is a retrospective. Whatever we finish 10 questions, that is a sprint. 10 question sprint. Okay. But the difference is this is not time boxed. This is scope boxed. 10 questions, whenever we finish, we'll do a retrospective. Is that clear, guys? So do like that. Okay. Whatever we are learning, apply it. Then only will be successful. Stakeholder register, change log, everything. Is that clear? If you want a long, sustainable benefit from this PMP. See, today we spoke about delivery and benefits. Let me tell that also. Clearing you PMP is my delivery responsibility. But 4 months down the line, you should not tell this. Vishak told that this, I'm PMP certified, I'm not getting job. How will you get job? After clearing PMP, you will forget everything. That's where your real learning starts, guys. Please understand. Okay, you have to start preparing all those documents. Refer to PMI portal once in a while. Do some research. Okay, keep upgrading yourself. Okay, guys. We'll do one thing, guys. We'll split for a break now. Any questions before we split for the break? Any questions? Which is the next question?
$58.
Guys, this Yaifa has been requesting since a long time. Can one of you share the link to her in WhatsApp? Please copy this link, her number, and paste it in WhatsApp and share it. Okay. I want you people to do it. Okay. I remember last week also she was asking. What is the problem actually, Aisha? Are you not able to see all these groups here? You're not able to join there also?
Vishak, I've added her and I've even shared the number to the admins. I don't know what is the issue.
No, it's not about sharing the number to the admins. There is a link which gets circulated in my
Yes, I've
groups.
shared that link to her also.
Sure. Okay. So check, okay, Aisha, it has been shared already. There is no adding. You have to click on the link and get yourself added. Okay, that's a communication approach. Okay. No one is going to add you to a group. Okay, please understand, guys, some things. Okay. Shall I proceed further? Which is the next question we need to discuss? Come on, quick. 50?
58.
58. Okay. What happened is you're trying that space bar thing. Tuck, your voice is breaking. 50 only I'm hearing. Hold on, guys. Space. Tell it and then lift it. Okay. Otherwise, we cannot hear you. Okay. Yeah. So shall we continue? Before that, I want to tell you guys. So, Yaifa, which are the two groups you joined? Is it one related to Mission PMP? That is the right group. What is this? You message, okay, Nishan, you message. Aisha, you message Nishan, okay, he has shared, So close it, okay, after the session, outside the session, okay. Now coming back to the topic, okay, guys, what I want to tell is who's the first person who is going to give the exam? Totally believing in me. October? Before October 10th, anyone?
7th October.
October 6th one somebody is giving.
Who is that? 6th October?
7th October.
7th October, great, okay, Manali. Okay, who else? What is your score, Manali? Last two sessions, did you get 8?
7
out of 10?
I got 7 in the
7,
last.
7. After her, who is the next one, guys? Type the dates in the chat. I want to see. I want some motivation. No, are you guys listening, believing in me?
October
Manali,
18th,
I wrote what?
Vishal.
October 18th. Okay, great. That's it. Only 2 people are 10th. Pankaj is there. 24th. Okay. Okay. So you guys have a responsibility. I always tell, no, with great power comes responsibility. Okay. The people who are like, okay, Manali, Pankaj, Ragul, okay, Kiran, all of you guys, what you should do? You should drive others to clear. Okay. Simply don't get back. Oh, everything over. Let me get back to my work. It's not like that. You have to drive. See, I actually picked up Vasu like that. You know, right? The Mission PMP group. He was driving. Okay. Everyone in this batch. Okay. So I want you people to drive. Okay. Just ask, guys, are you guys facing any issue? Do you need any support from me? You can do. No, you happily cleared. Okay. But others who are struggling, maybe a motivation, maybe a tip from your side. Maybe when they share some question, because I may not be able to address all the groups. Okay. But you guys be my face. Okay. So please do that. Okay. So which is the next question? 52 over 55, no?
It's 58.
58.
Daniel Raj, now you are asking all this. These all questions you asked in the, check my video, Daniel. Okay, you'll get a clear idea. Okay. Application process video. 58, guys, quick. Shall we start, guys? So during product demonstration, so that means, guys, immerse in the situation. Where are we? We are in a product demo. Okay. A stakeholder suggests that the product does not meet expectation. Oh my God. Which artifact? What artifact should the project manager use to assess the stakeholder's suggestion? Okay, who is telling, guys? Someone is telling that it does not meet the expectation. We don't know, but obviously it is someone from the initiator family, correct? No, because only they will tell expectation not met. See, for example, you guys are tomorrow telling. It will be really disappointing for me, okay? Because tomorrow is a demo, final day of the session, correct? If you tell tomorrow, no, Vishak, I'm not confident. The way you drive the session, it was not good. You can tell today, but tomorrow don't tell. Are you getting, guys? You could have told it last week itself. But if you tell tomorrow, that shows very poor, inefficient communication from your side. You should express it early. Okay. So what document I should use to assess the stakeholder session? If one of you tells that tomorrow you are not confident, happy with my session, then I will tell what is the purpose for which you guys enroll. It is confidence to clear PMP. Am I not doing it? That's it. Okay. So acceptance criteria on user story. Okay. Now, some of you guys have chosen this definition of done. That is not correct, guys. This definition of done is from team's perspective. Team's perspective. And acceptance criteria is from client perspective. Are you getting, guys, everyone, what I'm telling? So I can tell I did justice to my session. Is that enough? That any trainer can tell I did justice to the session. But who should tell, yes, Vishak did justice to the session? It should be told by the client, you people. So how will you tell? By checking the acceptance criteria, which was initially agreed. We guys agreed for an acceptance criteria on day one of the session. All of you remember? So the last day we are revisiting it, guys. That's all. Okay. So correct answer is D. Any questions, anyone? Now, Mahesh, you have chosen A. Muthu, you have chosen A. MVP is only once. What about the future releases? So don't get confused. Whenever a product is first time getting launched to the market, that is what is called as an MVP. How does that connect with this question? Are you clear, Mahesh? Any questions, anyone?
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
I want you to be responsive. Press spacebar and respond.
But Vishak, this question, question 58 doesn't also say that or specify it's a first time product or an enhancement. So MVP is a possible option to be considered.
He is a possible option, but not necessarily an MVP. You are valid, but not necessarily an MVP. What if I'm telling this is in the 20th release? It can happen, no?
But the question doesn't specify that it's an enhancement.
That is what I'm telling. That is what I'm telling. Then why are you assuming it is the first time? You are only answering it correctly. See, it doesn't tell that it is first time. It doesn't tell that it is an enhancement. Then why are you choosing MVP? See, the point is very clear. Product does not pick up the things. Okay, you are only answering it perfectly. Product does not meet expectation. That is a pain point. Why should you worry whether it is an enhancement or an MVP? Product does not meet expectation. That means acceptance criteria not met. Simple. Because MVP is only the first time. Okay. Your justification is correct, but you have answered it wrongly. Okay. Can we move further, guys? Which is the next question? Please enlighten me quick. And be in the video. It's going to be mandatory, guys. Very few people are there in the video. Huh?
59 is
50. 59. Okay. So only when you guys come in the video, I will tell you can ask questions, guys. Okay, please be in the video. This is a very limited edition session. Okay. Guys. So what is it? So this is also a good question. You know why? Because people are choosing A, B, C, D. Okay, mixed option. Correct? No, A, B, C, D. But this is disappointing. Towards the end of the training session, you should not choose a mixed opinion. Okay. So shall we start? So A, regular check-ins with the delivery team reveal low morale and a lack of efficiency. First of all, guys, for low morale and for lack of efficiency, there can be a lot of reasons. Correct? No? Do you agree? Maybe weather is not good. Maybe payment is not good. Maybe they're stuck in a wrong job. Correct? They may be good in testing, but you are giving them coding. We don't know. Okay. What should the project manager do to address these concerns? So it is just a check-in, guys. So I need more in-depth data-driven analysis. Then only I can reach a conclusion. Is that clear? Do you have a second thought now? Correct answer is? See here. So you have to imagine, guys, I'm just checking. Hey, Mahesh, how are you? Ashoka, how are you? Are you happy? Not much. It's not that much good. Like that, I'm moving to the next person. So what I should do, I should quantify it. I should understand what is the general pain point. Simply, if I ask 2-3 people, that is an informal catch-up. But whenever we are going for some action, we need to document it. Okay. So conduct a satisfaction evaluation. What does that mean? Satisfaction evaluation means some companies, they have got something called as ESAT. Have you heard about it?
Employee satisfaction survey.
Something like that. Okay. ESAT. Okay. Like that we should do. Now, remove all project roadblocks. So are you some Superman to remove all the roadblocks? Okay. Someone have chosen. Nitin, you have chosen. You can only try. Okay. How can you guarantee that you can remove all the project roadblocks? That's an extreme answer choice. Got it? Now, some of you guys have chosen team building. The team building will work when, guys? Think. Whenever team members are not interacting with each other, that's when team building will work. Maybe the team members are already having a good rapport, but their common concern is salary is low. What will you do? Is that clear? So team building will work when there is a isolation. People are working in isolation. Let's say Manisha is working independently, Vijay Kumar is working independently, Sandeep is working independently. Everyone is working in their own world. They are not happy to come together and work. So usually in a storming stage, only team building is needed. Do people know that also? That's it. That is why this is wrong. Now, perform a skill assessment. Okay, that means you are attributing that their low skill is a reason for low morale. Are you getting, guys, how I'm eliminating? All these are, I'm not ignoring the possibility, but all these are what kind of options? But what your brain should think? Come on, guys, I will not tell. You tell. Your brain should think from the
Why perspective.
Why or how? Okay, why these people are sad? How? What could be the reason? If you simply assume something, that is not good. Is that clear, everyone? Can I move to the next question? Quick. Which is the next question? Type in the chat or tell me. 67. This is a new set of questions. No, please make sure you track. Once you reach 10, you let me know. Okay, 10 questions each. Quick. Can you start? A, there is C. There is D also. Oh my God. Okay. Really. Okay. Disappointing. Okay. This is what I'm telling guys. Okay. Shall we start? During a progress meeting, that means we are in the middle of a status review meeting. Are you clear, guys? The project team learns that an identified risk materialized. That means a risk happened. The project manager decides to execute the risk response plan, but the contingency reserve does not cover the total budget for that plan. Are you guys getting it? Imagine you have captured in the risk register that the response plan is one of our staff will travel to the client location. So you have allocated $1,000 for that travel, stay and all. But on a real time, when you check it, the flight charges, hotel accommodation and all, it is showing 1,500. So what will you do? Can you still go ahead with that risk response? No, you are allocated only $1,000 for that particular risk. Do you remember, guys, what did I tell during the risk register session? R1, R2, R3. For different risks, we would have identified different response plan, and the cost associated will be like this. Is that clear? So we cannot use any other fund. Okay. So what is the only way out, guys? Do you have a second thought? What is the correct answer?
Management reserve. Management reserve.
No, you cannot. Management reserve is only for unknown risk, Kiran.
Additional.
Okay. Management reserve is only for unknown risk. So now no. B is also wrong. Ask the sponsor to provide an additional budget. No. From where he will give? Don't think he's just a person, Tala company person. He has got money in his pocket. He will give you. Sponsor is there, but you need to route it through a change request, guys. I'll tell you one thing. Relax and listen carefully. Okay. See, do you know one thing, guys? WBS based bottom-up estimating, everyone. Now, over and above the bottom-up estimate, there is this thing. This is what is it? Contingency reserve. Now, these two together comprise your cost baseline. Now, over and above, we have got management reserve. So, this contingency reserve is properly earmarked, guys. If something exceeds, you cannot go and use management reserve. Is that clear, Kiran? That is for unknown risk totally. Okay, so you have to modify your cost baseline. Is that clear? So, you should go through a change request only. Okay. Now, I will eliminate, guys. Are you clear? B, C is the correct option. Now, use a contingency reserve and study how to reduce the project budget to cover the remaining work. Who told you have to reduce the project budget? What if you raise a CCB and they are ready to extend your project cost? How are you deciding? And can you just reduce the project cost without compromising on schedule and scope? No. Are you getting all these things? Okay. Now, B, I eliminated. Don't ask sponsor. Okay. A, ask the sponsor to apply management reserve. That is also wrong, guys. Management reserve is for unknown, unexpected things. Please be very clear. Feel free to ask questions. Deepika.
Vishak, the risk was not known earlier. Now the project is in the progress, right? During a progress in the execution phase. And that time the risk was identified.
No. Who said? An identified risk materialized. That's it they told. They didn't identify. That means the risk was identified in the past. Identified risk got materialized. Clear? Anything else? Hello? Quick, guys, close the loop. Type clear in the chat so that I can move to the next question. Which is the next question?
79.
Quick, guys. Every question is handpicked, guys. Please show justice.
Execution.
Can you start? Again, this is a beautiful question. You know what, guys? Many people have answered it wrongly. B, C is the confusion, correct? B and C. D is also there. Oh my God. Okay. A is also there. Okay. Every option is there. Okay. Shall we start? Listen carefully. Making mistakes is fine, but learning from the mistakes is important. Okay. So first of all, guys, a project is in execution. So can you imagine we are having initiation, we are having planning, we are having execution, and then finally closure. Okay. So somewhere we are in the execution stage, somewhere here. The project manager was just reassigned to another strategic project, and the project was handed off to a new project manager. Okay, that means for the new project manager, this is the first day. Today is the first day. All of you guys agree? Any confusion? Now, the project is currently facing issues. What are the reasons for the issues? One is quality. Second one is scheduling related issues. Okay, what are they? Two issues. One is quality related issues, schedule related issues. What should the new project manager do first? Okay, that means it's a baby step. Please remember, this is the first day of the project manager in the organization. Is that clear? So many of you guys have chosen A, WBS. Let me tell you that is wrong, because WBS is a static document. When is it prepared? It is prepared in the planning stage. Now, whatever issues in the execution stage, do you expect those issues to reflect in the WBS? Tell me, guys, the people who chose. It will not reflect. It is just a work breakdown structure. This is our sequence of work. This is the work we are supposed to do. It will not convey the real-time quality and scheduling issues. Is that clear? Gone. Now, the second one is quality metrics. And what about schedule? There are issues with respect to quality and schedule. So what about schedule? Gone. Secondly, a metric will not show the current quality issues. Metric is a metric. It will not show current quality issues. Thirdly, stakeholder register. Yes. Imagine, I told you, imagine this is your first day in the organization. What is that you will do? You don't know anything. You just heard from someone that there is a quality and scheduling issues. What will you do? I will be setting up meetings with my team members, newly joined team project manager, meeting with the planner. See, quality is usually done by the quality lead. Okay. The scheduling is done by the project planner. There is a designation like that. Do people know? So I will set up separate meeting with the quality lead and the project planner, so that I can understand the issue in them. But how will I schedule a meeting? Do I know who are all those people? No. So I need to look at the stakeholder register, which is the baby step, my dear friends. Now, risk register also some of you guys have chosen. What is risk here? It is clearly written issues. And why are you guys are again pointing towards risk? I'm not understanding. Any concerns, guys? People who chose wrongly, are you guys clear?
So this is, see, this last line only matters here. The entire 3 lines doesn't matter at all, I can say, because stakeholder register is directly talks about the who gets affected by the project and their effect and impact on it. So
no, that is wrong. No, see, Harish, stakeholder register is not the purpose. Stakeholder register is what? Who are all the right people? Why are you noting it down on who are getting affected? That is not the purpose of stakeholder register.
But the question is talking about quality and scheduling of some of the deliverables. So the focus will be on the question or the new project manager reviews first.
Correct. It should be stakeholder register.
It's kind of funny, we don't have to read in that case. What should the new project manager review first in that case? That's the question here.
No, that's the question. So it should be stakeholder register.
But Vishak, actually, I'm not convinced with any of the option in this question.
No, you should be convinced. See, imagine in the situation, Pankaj, that's what I have to tell you. This is your first day in the project. You heard from someone that there are some quality and scheduling issues. What will you do first? What is there? What will you do first, guys? Tell me, Pankaj, what will you do first? What will you do? Tell me.
Just see situation. What are the quality issues? I will just see those.
Where will you see? Where will you see?
And project charter, right?
Charter will have quality issues. That is a problem. You don't know. Let us be honest, guys. Okay, it's okay to make mistakes. So you tell again, ask again. Where will you see? You tell me. Pankaj, you have to tell. From where will you find out quality issues? From where will you find out scheduling issues? Tell me. Tell. Then only I can ask the next question. Nothing is there. Tell. Then what? What is it? No. Pankaj, you think and respond. I want to clarify the thought process. That's why. From where will you get these details? Is he lost?
From the stakeholder register, I'll just find out what who all are
No.
responsible.
Forget this. Forget this. You answer my question. From where will you find out details of quality issues and scheduling issues? Just that. How will you find out? Let me ask it. Respond. Then only I can clarify what is that mistake. Quickly respond. Don't wait for it.
See, one way of thing.
No, 1 minute. Let him complete. Let him complete. Pankaj, you respond quickly.
Issue log only, basically.
From where you will get the issue log? This is the first day in your project. Do you know where is it? Is it there in your laptop?
No.
The questions are important, guys. You have to immerse in the situation. Sometimes it will be there in the SharePoint site. Sometimes it will be there in a Google Drive. We don't know. Okay, maybe the issue is not there in the issue log. People are telling some rumors, these quality issues there, scheduling issues there. Okay, and simply on day one in a new company, when you look at the issue log, will you totally understand? Are you forgetting the people's role? Have you not got a buddy kind of program when you joined a new company? Without a human touch, how will you do it, guys? I don't think so. If I'm joining, imagine I was working in Volkswagen. I got a job in Boeing. Today is my first day in Boeing. When I look at the issue log in Boeing, will I understand everything? Even if I am an MTech in aerospace engineering, there may be some corporate company-specific jargons which they are using. This is not reflecting in that dish system. This is not reflecting in the dashboard. This vendor is categorized as a red vendor. This vendor is categorized as L1. There will be some specific corporate jargons. Are you getting? Only your company people will be able to understand. Correct? All those things, how will you assume? You'll learn. So the first thing, guys, there is nothing wrong. You only are confusing too much. In the first day of your project, whenever you are having a lot of issues, quality, scheduling and all, what will you do? You will?
Reach out to the correct person.
Reach out to the correct person.
Reach out to the correct person. How will you reach out to the correct person? Who knows? It will be there in the stakeholder register. That's it.
Agree. No conversation.
See, 1 minute, Harish. I have to tell you one thing. ChatGPT don't know anything. Okay, if you are using ChatGPT,
my point is, everybody is talking about scenario only, right here. But the question starts with the what case. What should the new project manager review first? But the scenario is talking something else. Scenario is misleading here completely. Compared to other questions, now we will have two sections in that section itself, right? You will have a scenario with a good or bad
what is the
case.
confusion? What is the confusion
But
here
here
in
the
this?
scenario is completely given. The quality and scheduling is a problem with the deliverables.
Yeah.
So
No.
again,
Forget.
the
You are
question is
no,
misleading
Harish. You
here.
are no misleading is there. Okay, you are focusing on the word deliverable. Did you see? I never highlighted it. There are some ongoing quality and scheduling issues. Full stop. What should you do first? Baby step. WBS will not have it, guys. That's what I'm telling. It is wrong. It's a static document. How will WBS have it? There is nothing wrong with the question. Stop blaming the question. This is what you're going to get in the actual PMP. Either you try to adapt. Okay, there is nothing wrong with the question. The project is in execution. Okay, some questions I call as stupid questions. Have you found out from my videos? I used to tell this is a stupid question, but I don't call this as a stupid question. It's a very good question. Project is in execution stage. That means there is no point in referring to some design documents. WBS is something which is prepared in the planning stage. A lot of real-time issues can happen. That won't reflect in the work breakdown structure. That is what I'm again and again trying to tell.
But usually WBS, we maintain it with acceptance criteria and all. That's
Current
okay.
issues won't be there, no, Harish. What are you telling me?
Okay.
Where are you maintaining? You tell me. Current issues are you updating in the WBS? Which company you are working for? I need to know more detail. We will never update in the WBS.
Then where we will maintain, right? In the stakeholder
The
register, we will have only
WBS, do we
people,
make
correct?
1 minute? Harish, do we maintain it in WBS? Yes or no?
Sir, in WBS, we have the project scope decomposed into deliverables.
Guys,
and work
Harish,
packages,
1
correct?
minute. Do we maintain ongoing quality and scheduling issues in the WBS? Yes or no? Only one answer you should tell, nothing else.
But Vishak, based on WBS.
No, let him complete. Harish, you complete it. Do we update ongoing quality and scheduling issues in the WBS? Do you update in your company?
No, I don't update.
So that is wrong. So hold on, that is
At
wrong.
least we will get to know as per the scope what is broken down, what are the schedule, causes slippages and quality gaps.
So you're still advocating this is correct. See, we are talking about current
No.
issues, Harish. See, that is what I'm telling. Current issues you want to understand. What is the point? Okay. See, again, now don't ask me what you will get from the stakeholder register. That is a baby step. This is the first day in your organization. Immerse in the situation, otherwise it will be difficult. I'm telling you. Okay, you have to. This is the first day, Harish. You have joined a new organization. What will you do? What will you do? Will you look at the WBS as
If I go with the first, that question only, what should the new project manager review first with the options?
First.
I'll choose the stakeholder register.
That's all. No, let's move on then. Correct answer is C.
Yeah. All I'm saying is the above paragraph itself is misleading everyone. Completely.
You are getting misled. Okay, so that is what you should tell. Okay, there is nothing misleading. The project is in execution. Okay. This is your first day in the project, because I want to clarify, because you will see hundreds of questions like this in the actual PMP. What will you do then? You will tell the whole exam is misleading. Okay, so you be a different person. You stand in the situation. This is your day one. You are opening in your laptop. You are hearing some, not even laptop. You are just walking to your room. You are hearing a lot of current issues are there with this quality and schedule, both. Okay, so what will you do? You want to know more, analyze. Okay, no idea to get an idea. You want to get into the depth of it. How will you get into the depth of it? Either you have to review some documents, okay, or you have to talk to people. Do you agree with this two diversions? Either you have to review some documents, you have to talk to people. So reviewing some documents, if I choose, then you will tell WBS, but WBS doesn't convey anything on a real time. Now the next one is talk to people. How will you talk to people? You don't know. Okay, I'm telling contact Star Agile. Who will you know? Who to contact for ticket, for voucher, for class message not received? I don't know. I can only tell. You have to look at the email if there is anything given. Okay, so stakeholder register is the first thing you will look at. People first, guys. It's a very important point I'm telling. Okay, if you don't get the catch hold of the people, how will you do the projects further? Again, it is the first day of your project. Okay, project was handed off to a new project manager. Okay, guys, it's a very good question. You have to unlearn. Otherwise, 100 questions in 180 will be like this. Okay, there is no point in telling. Okay, please have a strong unlearning in this question. Can we move on? Yeah. Anything else? Okay, I wanted to convey. That's why all these are hand-picked questions from my side, because I know there are some problems. Okay, but you have to be adaptable to that. Okay, which is the next question?
Vishak, metrics
means something again. See, I will tell you guys. Okay, metrics is also a static document. Okay, these two are static. Are you getting that meaning? What do you mean by static? Something which is prepared in the planning stage. Even if this is not there, still metrics is wrong. Are you getting? Because metrics will not convey any ongoing quality issues. Think practically, guys. PMT is not a mug-up exam. Metrics will not convey ongoing quality issues. It will only tell these are the company metrics. See, you guys have a company, right? Your CEO have defined some goals. That goals get cascaded to you people. Correct? That is what is metrics. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Can we move further? So 95, no? Hold on. Clarify the doubts, okay, guys? I want it to be, let it be there, but you sort it out, okay? That is the purpose of exam prep sessions, okay? Shall we start? Here also there is a communication, there is a conflict, guys. There are people who have chosen D there are people who have chosen A. But fortunately, only 2 choices. We are having a conflict. So one of them is wrong. So please be open for learning what is that mistake. Okay, guys, shall we start? A project is halfway complete. Okay, that means 50% complete. Correct? No, that's what we can tell. Despite a good SPI, there are several quality issues that have been identified by the customer. First of all, this is a meaningless, no correlation statement. How many of you agree with that? What has a good SPI got to do with quality? Nothing. Clear? SPI is a measure of how well the project is progressing from the schedule point of view. Okay. The project manager wants the team to work together to improve customer satisfaction and quickly resolve the issues. But some members feel they are unable to adequately engage the customer. Now, the whole first sentence in the question was a premises. What is the actual problem in the question, you know? That is what I'm telling. Whole question you should observe what is the actual problem. What is the actual problem? Now I'm in an issue.
Engage with the customer.
Engage with the customer.
Now, yeah, as a project manager, I'm in an issue. Okay, I want my team members to engage with the customers. But not every team member is able to engage with the customer. Is that clear? That I totally agree. How many of you remember? This is what I'm telling. The PMP is not an easy exam. This question, you know, what is the backbone of this question? MBTI. What is that? MBTI. Okay, that is what I'm telling guys. Okay, now don't tell MBTI is not there in the question, not there in the option. How will we know? That is what PMP guys are standing out in the market. Okay, so what is MBTI telling? We need to have an idea. Each one of your team members, what is their profile? Do you think everyone can engage the customer? That is an art. That's a talent. I cannot do it. Okay, I will get easily. Now you saw, right? When repeated discussions are happening, okay, same questions are happening, then I will get easily upset. Okay, so I cannot do a convincing, you know, sales kind of jobs. Okay, that all will be done, sir. Don't worry. Okay, we'll offer you this, we'll offer you that. You know what all fancy things Staragel people told you, the sales people when they contacted you. Correct? So that is sales. Everyone cannot do sales. So what is the problem here? Team members are unable to engage the customer. So I need to pick up the right people who can do this sales job. Is that clear? So which answer? It is A. Identify team diversity. Then only now you'll learn what is this, Vishak. There is no question about diversity and all. Okay. What are we going to do? Are you checking whether it is a Hindu, Christian, or whether it is an Indian or a Pakistani? That is not team diversity means. Okay. Don't think from your side. What does team diversity means is there are people who are good in talking. There are people who are good in analytics. Okay. So members' personalities and provide feedback as needed. So 10 people are there means I will look at the MBTI profile of the 10 people and I will tell, hey, your MBTI is telling E. E and P. Do you remember, guys? That is what I've told in the session. How many of you remember? Extrovert and perceiving is good for sales. Do you remember? So I'll pick up those kind of people and tell, hey, you guys can handle the customer. I'm confident. I will not put everyone. Okay. Some team members feel, so I will not put them. That's it. So A is the correct answer. Now D is an extreme answer choice, guys. After long thought process, Deepika, you have chosen the wrong answer. Okay. Why it is an extreme answer choice? Update the communication management plan and monitor all project communication. Do you know what is the gravity of that statement? See, whatever I'm typing in the chat, hi, that is also a project communication. What are you going to do? Hi, this is also a project communication. Or I sent a message to you, Deepika, in person. Hi, I need to talk to you in person. That is also a project communication. Is that clear? What do you mean by that? Every single email, because of this customer related issue, are you guys going to monitor? It's a donkey kind of task. Secondly, it is like a dictator. Okay, hampering into the privacy of someone. Is that clear, guys, everyone? Any questions? Anyone? Speak up now. It's an extreme answer choice. Or type clear in the chat, guys. I need to move on. Silence is very dangerous.
I thought it was C because it's on the similar lines to A, but when it was product training, it's not customer engaging training. So then
Oh, okay.
shifted
So
to
there
A.
was C also. I was not knowing who you chose. You typed C. I was seeing only A and D in the chat. That's why I didn't focus. Okay. So you're right. Okay. So it is not talking about product training. It is about engaging customers. That is a talent. It's an art. Everyone cannot do it. Okay. We don't have to be a master in the product to engage customers. You need a good, pleasing, welcoming attitude. That's it. Is that clear, everyone?
So I chose A only, but when you were explaining the question, I got confused and opted for D.
Why? What
It
pivoted you to go for a D?
we need to communicate to have a better communication with the customer, right?
See, that is not there, no, in the option. We are talking about all project communications, and it's not about communication. That word is not even there. It's about engaging. And if some of the people are not able to, so you need to pick the right people. In this batch, who are all ready, guys? Let me ask you. If I'm starting a company, okay, who are all ready to pitch to the customers about this PMP course? Not everyone may be ready, but some of you guys may be ready to prepare questions, okay, like Vasu is doing in the group, okay, share questions, provide explanation. That maybe some of you guys are ready, but maybe the same person will not be able to talk to customers. Are you clear? So I need to assign the right task to the right people. For that, I need to identify the team diversity. Clear? Which is the next person? Can I move on?
104.
04. It's been the video, guys. Everyone. Can we start? Again, many of you guys got it wrong. Please understand, these are hand-picked questions. Don't feel bad. Okay, please be ready to learn something new. Okay, so a company is switching from predictive to agile. Okay, that means still yesterday the company was predictive. From this year onwards or this month onwards, we are switching to agile project management approach. Okay, the team is challenged with changing customer requirements. Okay, what is the problem, guys? The team is challenged with changing customer requirements. Okay, so when I read the statement, I'm wondering, see, think neutrally, guys. Either the team members are not comfortable with that changing customer requirements because till yesterday they were in predictive, or they don't understand this is the way agile works. They are simply blaming the customer because they are new. Are you getting, guys, what I'm telling? Agile is new to this company. Or thirdly, what is the possibility? The customer is very careless. They are keep on changing the requirements. Are you getting, guys, what is my thought process, everyone? Either the team is unaware that these changes are fine. Correct, no? Secondly, what is that I told? Or the customer is keep on changing the requirements very often. I don't remember what is the third one I told. Okay. Anyway, are you getting, guys, what I'm telling? Now we need to fix this. We need to have a corrective action, not a baby step, guys. In this question, not a baby step. We need to correct it, fix it. Is that clear? So, what we can do? What is the pain point here, guys? Challenged with changing customer requirements. For this, now I'll clarify one thing, guys. Okay, imagine the customer requirements are like C, D. Okay, what is it I written on the screen? Imagine the customer requirements are like A, B, C, D. Okay. Now, if the team starts working on this as A, B, C, D, if there is some changes on B, they will become frustrated. If there is some changes on C or A or D, they will become frustrated. Okay. What if that requirements are like this, the team is doing? I hope you understood what I'm pointing towards. Correct? Do you have a second thought? Rather than A, it is A1, A2, A3, A4. Similarly, this is B1, B2, B3, B4, C1, C2, C3, C4, D1, D2, D3, D4. Like that, the team is doing the work. So even if the customer makes some changes to this and this, you will not be such much frustrated to this. But when the customer makes changes to this section, then you'll be frustrated. Oh my God, I have already started doing this and this. Then it will tell. So what is the way out, guys? Tell me now. Unmute and tell.
Break down the complex.
Breakdown
complex story.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. So that we have to fix this problem, guys. Okay. Now some of you guys in this batch have chosen A. First of all, retrospectives are reactive. Okay. Secondly, this is project retrospective. Project retrospective will happen at the end of the project. Then what is the point in doing it? Maybe tomorrow is the last day of our session. If you want, we can have a retrospective. But after every 10 questions, I do a retrospective. What if I keep it for later? Then what is the fun for you people? I stop at every 10 questions and I ask you guys, what is the learning? What is the learning? Correct? So that is, I make sure that I'm splitting the capsule. So if you keep it for the project retrospective, it is a useless initiative. Clear? Now you are assuming that the product owner is a faulty person. This is what I have to tell guys. Don't assume when something goes wrong, the problem is with the people. I think I've told you this mindset before. Whenever there is a problem, is that a problem in the situation? Then it is process over. If it is a good thing, then it is people over process. Do you get it, guys? That's it. Now, that is why this is wrong. There is no clear-cut attribute. First of all, we don't even know whether such a product owner exists or not. Okay. What about C? Develop guidelines for training and mentoring. That's a very vague option, guys. What guidelines? What training? What mentoring? We don't know who is faulty. Are you sure who is faulty? I don't think so. I'm clear. Okay. But if you do this, then the problem will be solved. Clear? Raise your hand and speak up, guys.
Why are we considering the PO as a QM person?
Why are we?
Why are we considering? Because Agile mainly deals with changing customer requirements. So product owner is the advocate there, and he has to also make sometimes the
I'll
customer
clarify.
understand.
In Agile, product owner doesn't exist. In the Scrum, product owner exists. Let's be very clear. Agile is a methodology. Scrum is a framework. Don't think in Agile, every Agile which you do, there is a designation called as product owner. Don't assume. Scrum, it is there. I agree. Now assume that question is Scrum. Okay, like Samira, I have told. The question says Scrum. Still, it is not correct because I'm not sure whether the fault is with the product owner. Are you getting 2 reasons I'm telling?
Okay.
Tejas.
So Vishak, why I had chosen B was with respect to the team is challenged with changing customer requirements. So I assumed that it is product owner who is not able to, let's say, keep a product backlog correctly.
That's what I told. No, that is only in a Scrum framework. Who told that it is a Scrum framework? And secondly, why are you blaming the product owner? See, don't assume. Particularly bad things, don't assume, Tejas. Good things you assume. Okay.
And for fourth one, so break down complex story points. But what ultimately if the customer itself is changing requirements? So even if I broke down the complex story points, the story itself, if the customer is changing, then that would also not resolve the problem.
Even I was thinking the same.
That is what I'm telling guys. Okay. See, customer changing requirements means what requirements? See, now A1, A2, A3, A4. Okay. See, don't go to the extreme. Okay, Tejas. They are not telling entire thing needs to be changed. Small changes, the team is challenged with taking up. Because when you take it up as a whole, that will be very frustrating. Okay. See, what is the purpose, guys? Do you remember our quiz discussions also? Why am I asking you guys? Pick specific questions. Pick specific questions. Why am I telling Tejas? Simply, if you ask me, explain Simon Sinek model. That's the whole thing you're asking. I won't be able to. You tell me one question where you didn't understand my explanation. Tell me one question. Today, what Jyoti did, she picked up 2 questions, which is contradictory. So you pick up small instances, then only I can convey. Just like that, big stories, once you take up what happens, it will be difficult for you to accommodate any changes. But if you do small stories, it will be easy. Okay, Tejas. I think some of you guys in this batch, more than me, you people have to tell. In your company, whenever the story point estimation is done,
Initially, even
only up
I
to this.
thought this point, as you said, right? Agile versus the implementation framework. So every framework has user stories. So handling it user story wise, breaking it down is less frustrating than changing the complete user story and acceptance criteria.
Exactly. See, this is, if you are breaking down like this, 1, 2, 3, 5, then it is easy to change 1, 3 and plug in a 2, another 3. Are you getting it, Tejas? But if I'm asking for a change in the 8 story points, it is very heavy. Is that clear, Tejas? That feel, are you getting it? You have to break down the stories.
One more perspective, I mean, it could be a distractor also. Maybe the customer is also too demanding and one of the high profile.
Very
So
correct.
you want to cater to him also, or him or her.
Exactly. So that is how I started. Samira have beautifully pointed out. See, we don't know the fault is with whom. Is the team really challenged or the customer is so much volatile? Whatever it is, you have to solve the process, not the people. Are you clear, guys? So the only good process which I like is break down complex story points. Okay, just close the loop. Are you clear? Unmute and speak up. Or not clear also, you have to tell.
So basically it is, I find it still difficult because whenever we are stating or reading the same thing, that is changing customer requirements, it is, for me, it is pointing to the requirement as in whole itself, not the small minute details that you want to change.
Why are you thinking like that? That is your problem. No, you are assuming extra. See, in this batch, the exam prep session, let me be very honest, it's not progressing the way I was expecting. Okay, some batches, what happens, no? They will, every 1 minute, they will be keep on sharing new questions. It is changing requirements. It is highly volatile. Maybe you can check some other batch recordings, okay? They'll be like, can you discuss my question? Can you discuss my question? Like that people used to ask. Okay, but here I'm not saying anything. It is already a planned pattern. Next question, what is that going to do? I know, but that is more challenging, but I love it. Okay, maybe one stages have shared a question. Next question will be shared by Deepika in the chat. After that, it will be Pankaj. And it is everyone will love because these are all whatever you are supposed to make wrong. So just changing customer requirements. This exam prep session, is that a plan driven exercise stages? No, it is a changing, it's a dynamic exercise. But people are, there is a deadline to it, 2 days session. Okay. Speak up, guys. Let's sort it out. Maybe experts, you tell guys like Samira what she told. Okay, what is the purpose of breaking down? You tell to these people from a non-agile background, let them understand.
Everyone is on a common understanding page. So we break down story points and anything can be picked up. But if you see from a user story perspective, and even the agile manifesto, it says, right, customer collaboration over contract negotiation. So keeping those in mind, it is not a specific method like Scrum or Kanban or TDD, XP, something like that. So the most common applicable one would be complex story points.
Very good. Did you get guys what she told? The Agile Manifesto is common across Scrum, BDD, TDD, Extreme Programming, Crystal Method, everything. But for the PMP, we are learning only Scrum. I also know only Scrum. Whatever terms she told, I don't know. Because Scrum is the most famous one. Almost 90% of the companies follow Scrum. But in the Agile Manifesto, it clearly tells work with the customer collaboration, so that you are able to clearly understand the requirements. Because in predictive, we don't talk much to the customer, but in Agile, we do talk. Let's clarify. Let's be on the same page. Let's break down as much as possible. This is what Agile believes in. What's wrong, guys? Clear? Anything else? Manish, clear? Raju, Clement? Harish?
Vishak, just one query. Yeah, since this slight confusing to me, like company is switching from a predictive to agile methodology. So in this, the team is challenged to the changing customer requirements. So team is challenged in the sense since they are new to the Scrum, so developing guidelines for the training and mentoring would not be the second option, because team is not aware of how to work in the agile framework.
But see, that's what I'm telling. See, that what is the challenge? Simply don't tell for every challenge the solution is training, Manish. That is a message I have to tell. Your boss is, you are going to your boss, but I'm having a challenge, sir. This customer is not responding. Okay, Manish, I'll put you in a training. How does it look like? I understand that the question is having a premise of predictive switching to agile. That doesn't mean you can simply put training is a solution. Come on, guys, you guys are all going to be future leaders. Okay, understand the root cause. Challenge is changing customer requirements. If this gets changed, it will affect our project a lot. Are you clear? If B gets changed, but if only this B1 gets changed, it will not affect our project a lot. That is what Amira also told.
Yeah,
Okay.
there are 2 key points, not changing customer requirement and predictive to an switching from predictive to an agile project management.
One problem which I see from this particular question is that we don't understand the magnitude of the change. It's a small change, a big change, then how we are going to come to know about whether it's complete A or just a A1, A2, A3, A4. I think that is where it's causing the problem.
That is correct. But why are you jumping into unwanted thought process, Vijay? So what else you'll choose other than B? That is my counter back to you. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with the answer. I agree with the answer. Breaking down the problem into different tasks. But yeah, maybe that is causing for the problem.
Okay. So the next question, Harish have told. Let's move on.
110.
110. Can you start? So this is also going to be a debatable question, guys. So I have only one request. If your answer is wrong, it's okay, guys. Please listen, okay? And be ready to learn. So please be with me, guys. I want you to be with me in this emotional journey. Okay, then only you will get the answer correct. Okay. A project manager has taken over an ongoing project from a previous project manager. Okay. During a review of the project management plan, the current project manager, correct? No? Are you guys having any confusion? The new project manager realizes that cost variance and schedule variance are largely negative. Point number 1. Schedule variance are largely negative. Several issues reported on the project has not been resolved. Oh my God. Issues open. Third one. Vendors have not been paid for the work done. Vendors not paid. Fourth one. Mitigation of secondary risk is quickly depleting the budget. So my point is why you didn't consider the secondary risk. You could have considered it, correct? No? And you could have added it as part of the contingency reserve. Correct? No? Are you getting that? So secondary risk, eating up money. Can you understand, guys? 4 points I have written down. Now, you are that newly joined project manager. You have to answer to me honestly. So what if you get a chance to meet the previous project manager? How will you start the conversation? You have to be very honest, guys. Don't lie.
How bullshitly we handle the project.
That's it. That's it. He told it very correctly. Okay. He
What
told it very correctly, guys. That will be an opening statement. Is that clear? What Ashok have told. Do you have a second thought in this, guys? If you get a chance.
what prompted you to give such assumptions?
Correct. Okay, what the hell? What is that you are doing all these days? You are assuming everything will go on well like a paper rocket? Like that, correct, no? That is what you will ask at his face. Okay? So that is what that frustration should come. Then only you will be able to answer it. Like Ashok have responded, okay? So that frustration is very, very important. What is this, guys? I cannot pinpoint towards a particular problem. CVSV negative. What does that mean? Totally ill-planned. EVM is a beautiful tool. Issues are open. That means either there is a resource crunch or the risk management was so pathetic. Why should so much issues be left open? Because very poor in risk management. Are you connecting it? Vendors not paid. Why? Are we running short of money? Or the vendor payment mechanism was assuming to be working properly, but it is not working properly? Or what is that? Are you getting, guys? Now, secondary risk. What is this? Whenever we identify risk register, risk, I also told you about secondary risk. Do you people remember? Secondary risk and residual risk. Okay. What is that example I've told you? If we take painkillers, it will reduce your pain. But what is the secondary risk? Side effect. So sometimes some doctors will tell, okay, take this also. Take this another antidote also, because so that the side effect will subdue. Or don't take more than 2. Correct? No, doctors tell. Good doctors will tell. Poor doctors, they will not tell the medicine for the side effect. Is that clear? So what is that telling us? This guy is so ill-managed and ill-initiated the project. The previous guy. If given a chance, I want to catch his collar. Okay? That much frustration you should have. Is that clear? Which 2 actions should have been done to avoid this situation? Something you could have done, my dear previous project manager. Like that, which are 2 things you will tell? Okay, now do you have a second choice? Do you want to rethink, guys? No. Niveta, after rethinking, you have chosen. We don't add contingency budget to the project charter. We add contingency budget to the where? I told you today only. Contingency reserve is added to which one? It's added to the cost baseline, guys. Is that clear? Not to the project charter. Project charter is a very nascent, early stage document. Okay, that's why it is gone. Now, identify project hand of procedure. What hand of procedure? It is not clear. Is it between the new project manager and the old project manager? Or between, one department and another department? It is not clear. Secondly, if the hand of procedure was proper, can all these problems be avoided? I'm not sure. Is that clear? So it is not about hand of procedure. Is that clear, guys? B and D I have eliminated. Okay. Now, ensure that the project governance controls were approved and implemented. That is correct. But that is still reactive, my dear friends. Okay. Do you know what is governance structures? Everyone, the gate review process I told you, no? That is what is governance structure. That will help you to a certain extent, but that will be reactive. Why I'm telling that will be reactive? Because only in that governance gate, we are realizing things were not happening properly. Is that clear? So that is also not a foolproof solution. I want to throw this guy who was the previous project manager, fire him, okay, for such an ill way of managing the project. Okay. So this is not going to solve the problem, my dear friends. Now, D gone, E gone. Now you read. Implement clear assumptions in the project charter. Let me tell you guys, believe me or not, now you will tell, see Vishak, such a word is not even there in the question. Get out of that mentality, guys. Many of the projects fail. Listen to me. This is a promise I'm telling you people. Many of the projects fail. Why? Because, they start with ho jayega kind of assumption. Have you heard people telling, ho to ho jayega? Like that. Okay, we assume a lot. That will be done. This will be done. Everything that is okay. That we can manage. We can procure from here. But that will come on time. Like that, we take it for granted. When I ask, okay, will you be able to finish? Everything. I'll be able to schedule my exam on October 15th. Okay. By the time you approach the date, you realize that you haven't completed your mock quizzes, you haven't completed your sheet videos, correct? You are simply scheduling. See, I don't want my students to fail, guys. Simply I told, okay, schedule the exam on October 7th. So Vishak told. Just based on my word, you should not schedule. Okay. That assumption should be validated. Till October 7th, how is your personal life? Are you able to go through my quizzes? Are you able to go through my videos? Are you able to maintain my error log? Correct, no? If you are stuck with a busy family and work life, how will you go through? Is that clear? Make sure that your assumptions are realistic. Are you guys clear? And it should be captured in the charter. Trust me, guys, you read the proper case studies of PMI. They also tell the same. Projects don't capture the assumptions properly and they fail pathetically later. Even this course, do you feel a repentance? I don't think so. Whatever I assumed in the beginning of this course is not fulfilled. I would say the problem is yours. I told you very clearly on the first 2 days of the session, the purpose of the session is very clear, helping you guys with the PMP exam. I can get into case studies. I can get into simulation. I've got Harvard Business Simulation. But if I do all those things in the session will be more engaging. But you will not clear PMP. Correct, no? Like that, I clarified the assumptions very clearly on the day one. So you don't be with a fancy hope continuing in my session. Correct? So assumptions should be well captured. Second one is identify high-level risk and responses in the planning phase. So the point is, in the initiation and in the planning phase, this earlier project manager could have done something. First, he could have reviewed the assumptions. Then he could have identified the risk. Okay. See, have I told you the other one, guys? Please tell me assumptions. If fails, it becomes risk. Risk, if it fails, it becomes issue. Issue, if it fails unnoticed, it becomes a blocker. Okay. That's it. This is the basic, guys, in your life, in your family life, in your corporate world. Everywhere it is applicable. You start everything with some assumption. Things may go well. But when you realize that things are not going well, that is when you get scared, alarming. Then you say, oh my God, it is risky. And then that worst thing will happen. How worse is that worst? Is the blocker. Is that clear, guys, everyone? Any questions you have, feel free to ask.
So A and C are the correct two options.
Correct answer, finally, after a lot of confusions. The correct answers are A and C. Okay. See, are you getting the way I'm reading, guys? Are you getting that modulation? Are you able to empathize with my frustration? Then only we'll be able to give the actual exam, guys. You have to imagine in that situation, oh my God, today is my first day. What sort of mess this guy has created? Seriously, I doubt what work he has done in the past 2 phases. I'm wondering. Is that clear, guys? Like that, you should think. If given a chance, I will punch out his face. Like that, this much you should feel. That's why I wrote all this. I've written down all these things. Can we move on, guys? Any questions, follow-up questions? Otherwise, type clear in the chat. Which is the next question I told?
Yeah.
Next question?
No, it was last.
Over.
We are done with the set.
How many questions were there in this next 10
9.
series? 9 questions we
9.
discussed. Okay.
9 questions in this one.
7.
Okay. So one more is there, guys.
Actually,
Hold
7
on.
we are done.
No, only 7 is done. Okay. 59, 6, 57, 57, 59, 60. Okay, guys, in sheet 3. I'll type in the chat, guys. Note it down. 57, 59, 60. Shall we get into that, guys? Hold on. 57. No, it is not there. Okay, so 59.
Mm. 59 we have already done, right?
No, we're not done.
59. In sheet 3, okay? Will you start? Everyone, please be in the video. Turn on your videos. There is you've turned on the video, but there is some stutter, I think. Okay, it is only showing the bridge. Okay. Shall we continue? So, our project team's performance has declined for the last 3 iterations. Okay, that means iteration refers to sprint. Okay, just keep on happening. Okay, guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that. Okay, but what happened in the last 3 iterations? Their performance has declined, not up to the mark. Okay, some of the team members are disappointed and raise their concerns during the retro meeting. Okay, is that clear? So you need to understand, no, and you need to address their disappointment. Correct? What is the purpose of retrospective? What went well? What went wrong? So they told some disappointment. So are we not supposed to act in that side of disappointment? Otherwise, what will happen? Their disappointment will continue for the further sprints also. Is that clear, guys, everyone? So do we have a second thought? Do you want to rethink, guys? No one? Okay. In that case, the correct answer is focus on remediation, guys, not merely on correcting symptoms. This is the correct answer. Okay, we should fix the remediation, not on symptom. Okay, because we need to fix what is the root cause for their disappointment. Okay, now some of you guys have told B, perform or motivate the team to perform better. That will only make sure that the disappointment continues. Are you doing something to fix the disappointment? Not really. Clear? Now, what about A? Identify potential failure points based on the iteration workload. I don't even understand, guys. What is this option A? We are talking about team members disappointed. What is this being talking? Okay. Then compare the team's performance against other project teams. What are we telling, guys? Okay, we are talking about team members worried, disappointed. Why should you compare performance at this juncture? Is that clear? There could be a lot of reasons for disappointment. Okay, so the correct answer is focus on remediation, not merely on correcting the symptom. Okay. We should attack the root cause, not the symptom. Okay. Any questions, guys? Quick. Good. Which is the next question? 59 only I told. 60. That will complete 10 series, no? 10 set of questions.
2 are remaining.
Oh, okay, okay. Let's see. Start. We reached a consensus in this. A, C. Big guys. B is also there. A, C, B. Can we start? Everyone, have you started typing? Okay, let's discuss, guys. Don't feel disappointed. A, C, B is there. Definitely one is correct, no? One of them only is correct, okay? Shall we start? A supplier and their client agree on about 80% scope for a project. Okay, the client has a fixed budget and target completion date. So 80% scope is fixed means what, guys? What about the remaining 20%?
Ambiguity, 20%.
20% is
Ambiguity.
ambiguity, correct? Okay. Subjected to change. Subjected to change. Okay, ambiguous. Very good. Okay. But what is the beauty? The client has a fixed
80%.
budget. Okay, fixed, but no, budget is fixed. No, fixed is 80%. That is from the scope point of view. Okay, but the client has got a fixed budget and deadline also, timeline. These two are fixed. Is that clear? What should the project manager do at this juncture? See, do you know one thing, guys? Our exam prep session is exactly like this. 80%, 60% of the scope is fixed. That questions which I am discussing. But some questions, I'm opening it to you. Do you guys have any questions? Share it in the chat. Any one of you guys who have a question, if it is relevant to my sheet videos and mock quizzes, feel free to take a screenshot and share it. We can discuss. But that doesn't mean we can keep on discussing next week. Correct, no? You guys have paid a fixed amount for the exam preps, and the session is going for today and tomorrow. So it is fixed budget and fixed schedule. Do you guys agree? Everyone? Now let us read the options. Okay, do you have a change of mind? No? No. It is not A. Create the contract based on agreed scope and plan an addendum for scope changes is very, very bad, guys. Who is there from contract here? You people tell. See, adding an addendum, when do we do, you know? When the scope is 100% fixed, we add a clause, addendum, okay, to modify an existing contract. Okay, that is very, very complicated, time-consuming, bureaucratic process. Contract management, anyone, guys, you can tell. You have to go through a change control board to do it. Okay, so don't get fascinated by the word addendum. It's not an easy thing. Only when 100% scope is fixed, we go with this concept of addendum. See, for example, this is a 100% scope fixed, not the exam prep. I'm talking about the training. Okay. Now, in that training, one of you guys is telling, see, Vishak, we need 2 hours of exposure to Microsoft projects. I know you know it. Can you do it for us? Like that, one person is telling. So what will I tell to that person? Tell, guys, what will I tell to that person?
Out of
Press
scope.
space bar. And that I'll tell, but still, if you want, go and check with the institute. If they are ready to extend the batch one more day and they are ready to pay me separately for that, I'm ready to do that. Is that clear, guys, everyone? That is what is addendum. Are you getting that complication? Okay, so that is not the solution here. Okay, now ensure that a change control process is documented in the contract. That is, see, option A and B are good if this project was 100% fixed scope. But the initial stage itself, we agreed only for 80% fixed scope. That means 20% is ambiguous, subject to change. Raju, now don't answer very late, wrong answer. Okay, it is wrong. Okay, so shall we continue? Now, next is D is wrong. That's what Raju have typed just now. Increase the number of resources in the contract to deliver the requirement. Simply, do you think resources can finish everything? 3 people think if there are 10 people, they will be able to finish it in 1/3 of the day. Do you think everything is like that? No. Okay. Don't simply choose an option. This is more of a what kind of option. Is that clear? Now, what is the correct answer? Propose a dynamic scope contract option and add a fixed number of iterations. That is what our exam prep, I told you. How did I start this session? Our exam prep is exactly like that. 2 days of session. There is a dynamic scope. I can stop right now. Do you have a question from your side? I will minimize my screen and I will share your question. That is what is dynamic scope, correct? Secondly, our session will end in another 10 minutes. I will not extend beyond that. Fixed number of iterations and timeline is also fixed. So which is the correct answer, guys? C. Any questions? Come on,
But
speak up.
Vishak, as you suggested, wouldn't that also be a headache to that contract management team who's drafting?
It will be a headache, but that's how we are starting. No, 80% of the scope. See, we are ready for that. Okay. See, the vendor and the client agree. Did you see that, Samira? That means they're okay with it.
Because I went
Otherwise,
with C, then I was very confident on A because it was agreed scope, and since 20% is ambiguous, I thought it
ambiguous.
would
And
help.
one more thing, did you notice fixed budget and target completion date? That means fixed
Okay.
iterations is correct. No, you could have thought of it, fixed number of iterations.
Okay.
See, ours is a 2-day iterations, you know, right? Exam prep. That's it. Anything else, guys?
So Vishak, as it is mentioned a fixed number of iterations. So that's why I thought if it is mentioning the what, which is only this much. So that's why that option I didn't found good.
Fixed number of iterations is there in the question. No, see here, target completion date. That's what it means, fixed number of iterations. Clear?
The catchy sentence is increasing scope based. So A and C, it was toggling on and off.
Yeah. But addendum is, who is there from contract here, guys? No one is there to convey better than me. Addendum is not an easy process. Who is there from contract management? Not even a single person. You have to, it will take months for an addendum. Okay. It's a proper process, guys. It goes through a change request. Okay, adding this to the scope of the vendor, like that. Okay, you have to submit the design, you have to validate it. There is an arbitrator there, like that and all. Okay, mainly used in infrastructure, oil and gas and all. Okay, when they broaden the scope, they do this. Okay, big projects.
Especially with the infrastructure, if it
that's
comes
what.
in,
You should tell. Okay, Nishan.
the whole of the project will be stopped unless otherwise it is even like they come to a common conclusion.
Okay, sometimes the vendor can go to the court. A lot of things are there when you go with addendum. Okay, so you have to be careful. It's not an easy thing, but if it's not there in the PMP, I agree. Okay, anything else, guys? Which is the next question I told you? Only this much. Then let's discuss 61. Then 10 questions will get over. No, once we discuss 61. Correct?
Yes.
Discuss this and we'll wrap up. Okay. Shall we start? I think people have started typing. And there are options. I am happy. You know what? Majority have chosen the correct answer. Others, check the chat. Only few have chosen it wrongly. Okay. So what is the correct answer? Tell me, guys, by looking at the chat. Unmute and speaker.
D.
D. Okay. See, it's a matter of space bar, guys. Quickly, okay. Don't wait for someone else to tell. Okay. A project manager has just taken. It's not working. Space bar.
I can see chat coming up for me.
Oh, you can't see. Yeah. The project manager has just taken over an ongoing project. The previous project manager resigned from the organization. During a review of the documentation, the project manager realizes that there are major deviations in the procurement process used by the previous project manager. Okay. What should the project manager do next? The moment you realize that there were major deviations in the procurement process, then what you should do, this is your just first day taken over an ongoing project. Okay. So you should be very clear, guys. I will tell you one important tip. You should report it to the right people. Otherwise, what will happen after 1 week? People will think it is your problem. Don't hesitate. Current state, future state is very, very clear. Sir, when you gave me this thing in my hand, this is the current state. Like that, you should tell. Okay. So that's it, guys. Okay. So what should the PM do next? Call the previous project manager to understand the rationale for the abnormal procurement process. Okay. That is what some of you guys have chosen. Is it possible, guys? You have joined a new organization. Okay. Previous project manager resigned from the organization. He may not be even reachable. Why are you choosing all these things? Maybe he died. What will you do after resigning? Okay. Why are you choosing all these things, guys? Okay. Now, flag the abnormal procurement process as a critical issue for the attention of senior management. Okay. This is what, wherever you need to escalate, you need to be escalating, guys. Don't hesitate. Okay. Now, B, contact the service provider to discuss the deviation and demand they resolve the issue. Oh my God. First of all, there is some deviation in the procurement process. We don't know even what is that deviation. Why are you demanding and all to them? Vijay Shukla, you have chosen B for this. Vijay?
Yeah.
B only. You'll fail, okay, because demand is a very unethical word. Okay, demand, order, and all. Okay, we are having a servant leadership mindset. Okay, please be careful. This single word is enough. Okay, request is fine. Bring to the attention is fine. Expect a resolution is fine. But demanding is like not a good keyword. Okay, please be careful. Okay, we are not into that kind of his way of delivery. Okay, so what else? Gone. Report the service provider and the previous project manager ethics committee. What will you do? Your project is your first priority. That's all you can do later, not the baby step. That is why this is wrong. Is that clear, everyone? Type your scores in the chat quickly. In the meantime, I will launch the poll for the exam prep session. If you have any questions, you can ask. Exam prep poll.
Vishak, in this question, in the C option, where they have mentioned ki report this to ethics committee of the organization. In some of the similar questions, we have also ruled out such type of options based on that. Are we sure that it would be ethics committee and not the audit one or the something else? So even if such kind of ruling out technique can be used or no?
How will you rule out?
Ethics committee. So they are specifically telling you as to whom you need to report it to.
Correct. Ethics committee like that, there is nothing. Okay, these are not official jargons. Okay. What else, guys? What is your takeaway, guys? Now we tell who's the top scorer here today. 6, 5. No one scored 7 in this. In this series, Niharika is there. See, Niharika, you have to speak up. You are standing out. 9 out of 10. No one even have scored 7, 8.
Yeah, I actually have my exam on Monday. I've almost gone
See,
through all of your videos, mock quizzes, everything.
needy people, they have no excuses. Understood, no? Others will keep telling excuses. This I didn't understand, that I didn't understand. This is not good, that is not good. See, she's outstandingly scoring. Okay, she doesn't even need to enroll for the exam prep. That is a confidence. That doesn't mean, okay, oh my God, it's a waste of money. Like, I don't think. What I'm telling is the exam prep session is like an icing in the cake. This is what my students, it should be feeling like. Okay, Monday you should be having the exam. That's all needed. If you're doing your homework consistently well, then you're good for the exam on Monday. Okay. But didn't see you. I asked multiple times who are all giving. The only one person told was Monali, no? You are there full time?
I
Niharika?
think I think in between I was like back and forth, so I must have skipped my
Yeah.
answer.
Good. So all of you guys are from this batch only, no? Anyone who is attending the session for the first time here? No one, no? All of you are seeing me before only, right? Okay. That's it, guys. Okay, if you don't have any questions, we'll put an end to the session. Hope you're seeing, guys, how much people are scoring. There is no magic. The solution is within you. Please understand. If you don't understand it, simply don't go to unwanted websites or asking some people. You have to capture the error log in the right way. There is no point in blaming someone else. Okay, is that clear, everyone? Praveen?
So Vishak, my application got rejected after audit process. So the sales team is and the support team is saying that I have to reach to trainer.
Trainer.
So
They will tell like that. Okay. To do one thing I will tell you. Okay. Analysis over
yeah.
action. Okay. You have the
Yes.
response, no? Copy it,
Yes.
paste it in ChatGPT, and
Yes.
put a prompt. See, these things you should do it yourself. Nothing will happen. Okay.
Okay.
Put your write-up in ChatGPT and put a prompt. This is the write-up from my side to PMI. And this is the response I got from them. Kindly modify
Yes.
my write-up to make sure that this time it is through with the audit. Are you getting? I told in a casual way, but you write a prompt.
Yeah.
You can see
Yes.
what happens and you submit it. I told you the trick, okay? So that you can be a coach for others in the future, okay? You teach a
Yeah.
man fishing, then you will be able to fish for a lifetime, okay? Right.
Yes. So yes, I have tried that, but I want just some kind of validation, because I don't want to give it a try that again. It should be failed.
I'm telling, no, see, you think
Yeah.
that I'm shying away. But I want you to confidently submit it. This only you tried, whatever I told.
Yeah, that's what I had tried. It is
Right.
given
It
some
will work.
answer.
It will work.
For
It will
example,
work. Okay.
let's say I mentioned manage. So it now suggests to replace with lead or led. So such kind of keywords should be changed to approve this time. Yes. As well
Anyway,
as
you can reach
ChatGPT,
out to me.
yes.
Okay. Either you can reach out to me in WhatsApp. You know, I'm there in the groups.
Yeah.
Okay. Or you can reach
Yes.
out to me in LinkedIn in person. Okay. But this time let it
Okay.
go. Nothing will
Yes,
happen.
sir.
You will not be blacklisted or anything. Okay.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
try. Okay. Make sure
Okay,
everything is
sure.
done properly. Don't relax. Check my video again. Have you introduced
Yes.
every keyword what I've told? I'm telling you the how part. Check my video again one more time. Don't hesitate. Half an hour you have to
Okay.
watch. Okay. Whatever I've told clearly, this phase you include this, that, everything have you included in the application. Is that language matching with whatever I've asked in the application video? If yes, then it should be true. Okay. Double check one more time.
Yes. I do.
Clear, and let me know. Okay. Keep me posted. Okay. In case it is further
Okay,
getting
sure.
rejected, I will
Thank
see.
you.
Okay. Yeah. Samira.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, like, in the two questions, how did you eliminate the service provider and that addendum? Like, these are the not right ones.
This one,
Yeah,
ethics
like,
committee and all,
why
see,
are
you're
you not
supposed to
blaming
solve
the
the problem.
service providers?
Because we are
it
supposed to
says
solve the problems. See,
Okay.
simply pointing fingers is not going to solve us anyway. Okay. See, now what is the immediate thing? This is my first day. I need to bring this abnormality to the notice of the senior management people. And then further step we will see. But this is the process fallacy. I'm not going to take the blame. Are you getting it? Process fallacy is process fallacy. We need to fix the processes right. Processes and systems is where many people fail wrong. Okay. Every company, successful companies, they've got a stable process system. Okay. Unsuccessful companies, they've got a pathetic process or system. Simple. So we need to fix it. Don't hesitate. Okay. And then what about the other one you said?
The addendum one, the contract.
Addendum. See, contact the
60.
service provider to discuss. See, you don't know what is the deviation. It is in a process. Why are you reaching out to the service provider to discuss the deviation? The deviation can be in the process. It is not related to a vendor drawing or design or something. You're thinking like that. That is fine. Clear?
Just in the previous question, 60 also, like the dynamic scope versus the
What is that?
the contract based A and C. You said, yeah, fixed number of iterations and fixed budget and target completion date.
Correct. Yeah.
So I was not sure. I was sure it was C first. Then again, I changed to A. So I
Don't
thought
change. I will tell you. So the thing is, see, addendum is complicated. Same thing I have to tell. Okay. Because 80% only is fixed. Okay. Addendum is for 100% fixed scope project. I told you, no? Okay. So, and secondly, fixed number of iterations is connecting with target completion date. For example, tomorrow is our completion date. Okay, Samira. It's a 2-day session. You can ask anything, but the session is valid only for 2 days, today and tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Hard timelines like that we can think.
Yeah, fixed timelines. No hard. Fixed timelines. Well planned timelines. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for your time. Okay. So see you tomorrow, same time. Please come in the video. Tomorrow being the last day of the session. Okay. Make sure you are making some arrangements. Okay. If your computer camera is not working, try to join from a phone. Okay. But you should be there in the video tomorrow. Okay. That's a request. Okay. That's it, guys. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thanks, Vishak. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Good luck for your exams.
Thank you, everyone.